Don't get used to it.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
They've just shown off the Rivendell Lego set.
Oh, it's amazing. We'll look at it later. You're gonna put it together for me.
Yeah, but she's gonna be real bad when I take it over there.
No, we can hear anything that's
Have some modular in the bubble wrap around it all.
Could you guys even hear each other?
I couldn't hear a fucking word he was
I legit was like, is this some kind of way to mute the thing?
Word he was saying.
I was drinking my tea there, Gary. You
you were through the whole damn thing.
Right off your
and your
Welcome to Too Hot to Real BBC.
March the 8th it releases. Oh, I've seen it for the first time.
Dude, I saw it.
It's an actual set. It's not like Hogwarts Castle, which is like to scale, like a small scale. This is an actual Rivendell proper to scale for the minifigs. Lots of minifigs.
How many pieces?
For scale. I'm like, do I have to like build it in my backyard?
Well, I mean, it's only a portion of Rivendell. It's not the whole fucking thing.
What do you mean to scale castle?
I'm so confused.
No, I'll press wrong. I'll link it if you want. I'll show it.
No, like show it off. For one, I will probably buy it and never put it together.
I think Gary, you should buy it and I'll come over and build it.
All right, you can live stream. You can live stream on your channel building it. You can thought the crap
go.
out
Oh,
of
looks
it.
so pretty.
Wait,
yeah,
how is this to scale as like?
No,
What
to
part is this scale?
minifig scale.
The minifig scale.
What is this, a Rivendell for ants?
You mean like the Jazz Inc. Batwing that just got canceled?
Canceled.
I thought you were talking like a caveman on Twitter. It said they cancel Batwing. Me upset.
Obviously, I'll talk about that on Thursday on Hot Toys. Tune in my channel. I'll talk about that there. I mean, it's sad that it's been cancelled because it legit was going to be an absolute work of art. In the same breath, I was having massive problems about where the is it going to go. I mean, even storage.
Do you think it got canceled because of the DC takeover in the license?
No, he's got the license. Fine, the license is fine. He just said that they didn't have enough pre-orders for the Batwing, BVS Batwing.
No,
but the other Batwing, the '89 Batwing, that's still going ahead.
See, but like, where in the F are you gonna put? Like, they're heavy, so like hanging them from the ceiling becomes an issue. Like, if you want to hang them,
you're not using fishing wire with that.
No, and you can't like. You would have to put them into one of the beams. It would have to be like.
Have you guys ever ranked the Batmobiles?
I'd love to.
Oh, number one is 66 Batmobile is number one without a doubt, followed closely by the 89 Batmobile.
Okay, you see now.
Now movies or comic?
Oh, everything. Let's just say.
Oh well. No.
Wow.
That's a 4-hour live stream.
The comic went through some real interactions.
Through the 30s, man. Freaking Batmobile is dope. Okay.
The cord.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. I like the Batmobile from the animated series.
Yeah,
really cool.
that is.
Wish they do a 1/6 scale for that.
Well,
I do.
How do we? What's the feeling here on the Tumblr? What do you guys think?
I like the Tumblr. It's not really a Batmobile, but I like the Tumblr.
Whenever I see the Tumblr, it just makes me think Batman the Cult because he uses a tumbler.
Well,
tank in that.
Which is a fantastic story you need to read if you haven't read.
Your boy Zach says it's boring. It's amazing.
Your boy Zach likes G.I. Joe comics. Okay, so like, no
modern ones.
I like the cartoon. I wasn't big on the army comics. I liked Weird War and stuff like that, but I wasn't big on the G.I. Joe comics. They were just commercials. Oh, people are gonna hate me for that, but I don't like the war. I like superheroes and fantasy and stuff. It's just taste. It's a taste thing. Like Zach likes your street level stuff, which is surprising why he doesn't like Cult. Cult is freaking awesome.
Cult is great.
It's in my. I can see it. Hang on. Fuck it. Talk for a second.
4 parts.
Wait, so what is Cult? Like a full comic book?
Batman the Cult is a story about how a cult starts getting formed with the
Joker.
The homeless. No. A chap called Deacon Blackfire. It's where he organizes the homeless to form a cult, and they get more and more powerful. And let's just say Batman goes on the tail of Deacon Blackfire, and doesn't go the way he thinks it's gonna go.
Jim Starr.
Jim Starr.
Bernie Wrightson. That's enough said. Sorry to use the Marvels, but enough said. Right there. 2 legends.
And it's excellent.
It's right there in my comic rack. So I'm sick and I'm jacked up on like all kinds of coffee. So let's do this. It's very ill-timed illness because I need to get better
ill-timed illness
in the next 12 hours if I'm gonna make it to LA this weekend. So
try and make a deal with the illness.
You see, I did.
This is what happens when you start rubbing shoulders with the elite, Gary.
Wow.
Oh yeah, because I don't even know how I got this cold. I go to the gym when nobody's there.
Maybe it was Jesus.
Why would he do that?
Because he's just like, don't go to.
I don't go anywhere. I don't see any people. I see maybe one of my kid probably brought it home from school.
Why get 2 Rivendell sets?
Why?
I just got refunded for the Batmobile today, and I paid
not a
it.
reason.
Why don't you just save your money?
Because it's Lego.
Okay.
All right.
Do you have all the Star Wars?
When is your tax date
just the 501st.
in the UK?
Oh, it just ended January. Just had it.
So you just had it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Ours is at the end of April or mid-April.
Oh. Okay, so you wait for the end of the financial year then.
Yeah.
It's for last year though, right? Because
it's for last year.
Yeah.
And we're going to be paying quarterly from here on out. But I've been just saving.
You just did 21 to 22.
It's 22. It's just 22. And I didn't sell a house in 22, so that it'll be a little better. It'll be a little better because
I thought you meant like I didn't have to sell my house to pay the taxes.
To pay my taxes.
Well, I almost did. Holy shit.
Streets of San Francisco with Michael Douglas.
I didn't sell a house last year, so it should be okay. It won't hurt so much. Taxation is theft. It's my love language.
Yeah. I'm going to live in Monaco. I mean, I won't be able to afford anywhere in Monaco, but I'm just going to live on the streets of Monaco and not pay tax.
Well, it'd be nice. That's probably the nicest place to be homeless, right?
Yeah.
You see him now set up on the street with all of his hot toys. Just like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you can build a house out of hot toys. There you go. You've got enough.
Yeah.
Just the boxes.
Hot toy house.
You can
live in Rivendell. An actual.
They're all gone, dude.
Yes.
They've all gone because last year.
Well, you should have kept them. Shouldn't you?
No.
You should. Yeah.
No.
Because you're going to need to live in them.
I can.
Maybe you could live in Rivendell to scale.
That's what I said. Buy a whole bunch of
minifig scale.
Minifig scale. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to pull the trigger on that one, and it'll be just like I have a Joffrey throne room. Well, McFarlane did a knockoff Lego thing where they did Joffrey's throne room. Did some Game of Thrones stuff, and I got all those, and they're still in the boxes. I got all the Doctor Who ones still in the boxes.
Wow.
Because I'm not gonna.
They're bringing out a whole new range of Lord of the Rings stuff.
And I noticed. Did you notice? There's no Rings of Power.
No.
Wait, what about House of Dragon? Do they have anything for that?
Not yet. House of the Dragon. If it has another successful, it's usually 3 seasons before they start big time merchandising, TV toy stuff.
They never did Lego, Game of Thrones.
No, McFarlane had the license. I don't know who has it now.
Well,
they did do they're technically Legos, as they put together like Legos, and but you don't have like Lego mini. It's an actual minifigure. Hang on, I'll show you.
There's a German company called Blue Bricks, which is trying to kind of compete with Lego. And when they do their
Blue Bricks, do they make blue balls too?
Hold on, BRIXX for bricks.
Okay.
And German company, very local, and they do some good sets. But what they don't do, which I think is pretty clever, don't have minifigures, because these are made to essentially go with your Lego sets. So they see, like, if a Lego castle, they'll do pieces which will go like houses and stuff for a town, which Lego just doesn't do, and they won't put minifigures with it, because then you can just put your Lego minifigures with it.
Did McFarlane do House of the Dragon stuff? Somebody in the chat said they did. Let's see.
He did some plastics.
What's the plastic? Is it more normal for HBO stuff to get like the Blu-ray straight away? Because Netflix shows take forever if they're lucky enough to get Blu-rays. I was curious.
I don't know.
Because we are slouching toward a worse era where we're lucky to get physical copies, but it was kind of neat that House of the Dragon came out on 4K like straight away, or at least soonish.
So they just did some dragons that are basically molds that are statues, right? Like plastic statues.
It counts, Gary.
I don't count that as toy. I count that as a statue.
Using the IP though.
It is. They'll probably, like, I'm talking about action figure lines, Lego, 1/6 scale. That's what I'm talking about. Not like little moldy plastic shit. Like, it's just a dragon.
BVS Bat computer might be in a bit of trouble as well. They announced that it's been pushed back now to 2024.
What else?
Because their first attempt at getting it didn't work.
Oh, that Conan one looks good. Is that McFarlane?
Well, welcome to Hot Toys 2.0.
Right? Okay. What are we talking about today? That's right.
Rivendell. Like a Rivendell.
And we'll pull it up, whip it out. Let's see it.
I just showed it.
Oh,
I just showed a picture.
Well, then why are we still talking
whipped
about
it out all over us?
He did. Okay. We're going to talk about the DC reboot today a little more, because there's a couple articles about James Gunn being very direct about previous Warner management. And maybe that's ruffled feathers. I don't really care. Because I think the reboot's kind of a flop. I think.
Oh, you big time.
Yeah, I think it's. If you look at it, there's a lot of views, but it's nowhere near like even a Marvel Phase 4 announcement. Like it's.
Who's talking about it?
Kind of.
You mean
sad.
like flop as in like people don't give a shit?
And people don't give a shit. Yeah, like. I think James Gunn was like probably the best talent you could poach for Marvel, but it's still I just don't think it's enough to move the needle. I watched the red carpet for Quantum Mania yesterday.
Jeez.
And that seemed dialed down from previous red carpets. It seemed a little like a smaller affair.
How many times did they say stunning and brave? Inclusion and diversity, sorry.
No, they kind of dialed that back. They did. Except we're gonna get mega MCU in this. Like it's just more. So, yeah, and I think they are setting up Hank Pym to die. We'll find out.
I mean, I'm surprised he's made it this long. I can't imagine Michael Douglas wants to continue. And if you're gonna have an actor who wants to exit, you kill them, right? A lot of the time, anyway, for that big emotional payoff.
Well, according to one of the producers, this whole series is about Janet Van Dyne. It's about Michelle Pfeiffer's character. It's not really about Scott Lang. So we'll get into that. I'll play you a clip from Evangeline Lilly, who doesn't look as much. She looks like a girl again, thankfully.
She looks less Frodo-y.
She looks less
she have
Frodo-y.
longer
She's
hair?
got short. She's got short hair. It's blonde. It looks like a wig.
They've put up the hot toys for them as well.
Yeah. I saw Robert showed the head sculpt for Paul Rudd. It looked pretty good.
Yeah, but the problem with the hot toys is recently, and they've been showing off some incredible head sculpts, but when the actual item arrives,
it ain't that
head sculpt not as good as what's been shown off. So let's, when in-art stuff starts to arrive, it's going to be interesting to see if that really holds up. Because if the in-art stuff really holds up, then hot toys are they got a legit competitor.
I think they do, but it's a bad time because the economic downturn, petroleum-based products. We'll see if this stuff hangs in there. This is usually the time we start losing toy companies. Remember the last recession, although Hot Toys survived that. And Hogwarts Legacy apparently is a massive hit, and everybody's buying it. Everybody's taking tests.
From what I understand, that was pretty much expected before they all promoted the hell out of it.
Yep. They just sold more stuff.
I was actually talking to a friend about this. Like, you can have a strategy as a company to be like, what is our angle going to be? And if you want to suggest outrage marketing or controversial marketing, whatever, you might be able to try, but it's like a gamble on whether or not that'll actually work fully. But when you got something that was bound to sell anyway, and now is selling more through controversy, I was like, this thing might do incredibly well. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen.
God, I thought you meant Ant-Man for a minute, and then I was like,
no, not Ant-Man.
Well, here's the deal with it. Like, let's give example, because I know that's in it's in the ether right now with all this stuff going on with Tim Pool and everything about the Streisand effect, and it works if your shit's good. Like, it worked for Joker because the movie was fucking good. Not sure about Hogwarts Legacy. Not working with Velma. That's a fucking lie, by the way.
With Joker, though, it was manufactured outrage because they wanted a pew-pewing.
Yeah, that shit was really weird.
Goading for a pew-pewing. They really, really wanted one.
Dude, I walked through a metal detector to go see a movie.
Well, it didn't stop the people at Frozen.
The Frozen got fuck, that's a blast from the past. That shit was insane.
That was in your country, wasn't it, or was it in ours?
Yours.
But it was a stabbing.
I know, because they couldn't bring the guns in.
Well, the metal detector is going to detect a knife too.
No, make it out of really hard plastic.
Did they get stabbed with a plastic knife?
Yeah, from McDonald's Happy Meal.
Oh yeah, I remember now. The incel movie. It's gonna radicalize everybody.
I know. God.
Gotta keep
what is
that
this
fear.
stupid timeline we're in?
Oh, dude, don't even start with that.
Yeah. So we'll get in the hate watching, and like we'll break down again Parrot Analytics.
I for one am fine with promoting MILF Manor.
Yes.
Episode 4 up on my channel. Watch it after this.
Hey, out of curiosity, if you were to pick a best one to react to, is it 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Oh, that's a good one. I mean, episode 2 is kind of like, Jesus wept.
Frozen 2 Knives Out.
I think probably. But episode 1's got the bombshell of what the
premise is.
Yeah, and that in itself is pretty hilarious. But Kelly's just such a slapper. Episode 2 is pretty hilarious.
Oh my God, I haven't watched any of this shit. Okay.
I'm gonna actually drop a joke here that I'm gonna be using in the next review.
Ooh.
Is that when Kelly dies, right? They ain't gonna cremate her. They're gonna fucking put her on a skinning rack and skin her. Is so leathery.
She's gonna be Cassandra.
Oh my God.
From Doctor Who.
Yeah.
For a second there, I thought it was like part of the premise that they get killed or something.
That was like I didn't know where that was going.
But this latest episode, they do 5-minute speed dating, and holy shit. You think the boys are like gonna be like, hey ladies? No. The cougars are just like, I want to know how you fuck in 5 minutes. Go.
You can't reveal trade secrets.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Episode 2.
I've got an NDA with my crotch.
The secrets episode's episode 2.
That is my favorite.
That's pretty. That is just like, oh my god. I'd say overall episode 2.
All right.
The producers of the show are working very hard to create some of the best drama ever.
They're certainly editing it that way.
The end of Western civilization as fast as possible.
It had a good run, Gary.
It did. It did.
Gonna be speaking to Chuck Dixon about coming onto the Real BBC.
Awesome. We love Chuck. Is brilliant. Legend. Had a great interview with European War.
Though.
What was that?
This is Denny O'Neill because this is the mini series. When it goes into the ongoing series, that's Chuck Dixon.
Chuck Dixon, and that's when it gets better. And he's on it for a good long time.
Yeah, he was on it for. he was on all like Nightwing, Robin, Catwoman, Azrael. He was on them for long stints. Robin before he sucked.
Cack. Hi, Az. How's it going?
It's going good. I got a second payday today because the BVS Nightwing got cancelled. And they said, we can transfer your money onto another project with us. And I'm like, I've paid them all off. I've been a good boy. I paid in increments, Now everything I've ordered is paid off. Like, I've refunded. They went, okay.
Okay.
And I bought some comics. Some Nightwing comics because I fancied reading some really good Chuck Dixon. And the Nightwing stuff in Bloodhaven starts off really well. It's really good stuff. I got my framed page from Graham Nolan back. And that is just a thing of beauty. Put up a picture on my unbanned Twitter.
What?
My unbanned. After 18 months in Twitter jail, Elon came along with a key and let me out. So at Heel versus VS, not V, that's a fake account. Babyface is now back again. Just any description in my videos can take you there. So yeah, my OG Twitter account is back. And I gotta see if I can hold on to it this time.
Doesn't matter.
No, not really. I've kind of got it back, and at the same time, I feel like this is just a temporary measure. This is just a temporary meeting.
It's a mistake.
Yeah,
it's a clerical error.
It's all a mistake. But I got an email saying, due to our new policy, our new amnesty policy. Your account has been unlocked.
Interesting.
So, yeah, I had to delete the Vala Magula's type of business. I had to delete that to get access
like anyone
back
who
in.
Quotes God Gears of War.
I know.
Again.
Gears of War.
Gears of War.
Can't
be
quoted media, okay? Ban.
And then I was just like, it felt like I was being led into a honey trap, And then when I was like,
you are. You
know.
are.
Yeah.
Don't push the button.
That is absolutely happening. Welcome back to the honey pot of frickin' Twitter.
Yep.
The times suck. That is Twitter.
Hello,
MauLer.
That was a good one, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll use my cough button.
This is where I say what I've been doing for the past week. That's what we do, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I finished up the Dead Space remake. I thought it was fucking incredible. Excellent remake, top-notch kind of thing we want from everything. It only touches up the original, runs like a dream, looks gorgeous. They've even pumped up a bunch of backstory for several characters, and they put it in the form of side missions that weren't even in the original game.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's stuff that you can ignore if you want to, or you can do it additionally, and then you get extra rewards like different weapons with different bonuses. It's stuff that wasn't in the original, and yeah,
Make us whole again, Isaac.
Oh, it's nice and creepy too, and it's kind of neat that a lot of people will be. I don't know. I think Drink has said he hasn't played the original, so this is his first time with it in the form of the remake. So,
okay,
yeah. As people have been asking me, like, am I going to stream Hogwarts Legacy? I don't care about Harry Potter. I never have. They run around with the little sticks and stuff. As you can let me know if it's good. I'm curious about that. Is it a good game? I want to know that. But
yeah, because I know nothing about Harry Potter either. So this is
Ryan streamed it last night. Did anybody watch?
I started to watch his stream, and when he started, after he created his character, I dipped because I didn't want to see
spoilers.
Because I'm gonna be doing it myself today after the stream. I'm trying to watch Harry Potter. Because it unlocks in the UK in 25 minutes for us.
Why the hell did we get an extra delay? Boo!
Well, it's PC that gets the delay. It's PC.
Oh, okay. I was about to say it's a bloody British IP.
Yeah.
What's that about?
All the PC
PS5?
unlocks at 10 o'clock Pacific AM, 6 p.m. UK time for the early access for PC.
I was in bed when he started. I was out last night. I was trying to make a video. I wrote most of it, and I tried to record it, and I didn't have a voice. I'm like, fuck this. Fuck this shit.
He was talking about how he's a Slytherin.
Ryan's
Ryan, your nerd showing. I can
Ryan's.
Oh, I saw your video as you're a Gryffindor. I saw
Ryan's a Gryffindor too. He's just gonna try to become a Slytherin, but he's a Gryffindor.
I took the wrong test to start with, and then I did that video, and then people were like, great, because they were just like, oh, fun video, but the real test is the Pottermore test.
one, yeah.
And this is on this site, and then Lily, she went and DM'd me the link directly to the test, and they said if you sync your account with the Warner Brothers, you can actually push it on into the game. So on the Sunday afternoon tea with us on Sunday, I did the proper test and said I will adhere to this. So this will be because this is the true one. I will adhere to whatever house it puts me in. Run the test again. Click the button at the end. What am I? Gryffindor still.
I feel you could manipulate it to give whatever answers relate to like bravery and stuff. That's what you want.
I just answered honestly. There's no point in trying to fudge a fucking video game, I just answered it as honestly as I thought.
It's probably predictable what's going to give you what. Like if they said, there's a
4
child
options.
crying, do you try and console it or steal from it? And it's like, steal from it, obviously.
Steal from it.
Slytherin.
Yeah.
Well, you can actually console it and steal from it at the same time.
That
I'm
makes
really
you a
sorry your
Ravenclaw,
thing
I
is
think.
gone. I'm really sorry.
I said Ravenclaw. That's what that is.
That's a Ravenclaw.
Is it?
No, Ravenclaw. They're not evil.
Not evil.
Wit beyond measure is
None
man's
is
greatest
supposed to be
treasure.
evil.
They're not evil. No, Slytherin's fucking evil. They're evil.
They have produced the most dark wizards. I'm something of a Harry Potter expert.
Yeah. Whatever.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness.
And I've been watching the last few days. I've been trying to watch as many of the movies as possible. I ended up managing to watch 4. Yeah, I watched the first 4.
We're going to full-on Potterhead now, eh?
I wanted to try and get some backstory. I wanted to get some feel for the universe and the characters and
yeah.
I signed up for Pottermore when it started.
When was that?
A long time ago. 10 years? Has it been 10 years, chat? More?
Probably a little bit more, I think.
Probably a little more, yeah.
What are you?
MauLer's not going to play the game.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
going to play the
what I
game.
am?
No, what are you, Gary? What are you?
I'm Ravenclaw.
Oh, you're Ravenclaw? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, through and through. Ravenclaw.
Yeah, I don't know nothing. So I'm going to be basing my opinion on the game on how it plays, and whether or not I enjoy it. Enjoy the game.
Idea.
I know, crazy, huh?
I hate it. Why would you do that?
When IGN went, we had to base our decision on the game on how the game actually was. Wow, IGN.
What the fuck are you?
Even though we want to talk political and be political, and we don't stand with JK because you think women with penises are not real.
I think all the characters. Okay, so my first impression of just the trailer is all the characters look kind of ugly.
Wow.
They do.
Oh my God.
They do. They look kind of funny and weird.
Wow.
Don't they? Come on, Chad. Am I the only one?
Yeah. I thought the
I would
characters
never
looked
say something
very nice.
so cruel to video game characters. How could you do that?
They all look kind of weird and like something's off, you know?
Weird. You're weird.
I did. I'm like, God, there's a bunch of ugly kids in Hogwarts.
Wow.
They're going through a tough time, Gary.
Yeah. But this is set like in the 1800s, isn't it? I think.
Oh, okay. All right. There should be warts
have-
and missing teeth and
Yeah.
leprosy.
Leprosy.
Black
Bubonic plague.
Bubonic. I just thought they looked a little off, but no, it's 1800s England. Okay, never mind.
It all makes sense. Wow,
They're
those are,
just
like, a lot of
British
muscles.
from 100 years
British.
ago.
There you go.
Wonky teeth,
150
you know.
years ago. Makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Accurate.
So there was a big thing that happened at the end of the fourth movie, and I was like, ooh.
Spoilers.
Cedric. That's what I'm going to say.
I remember.
Dude, the fourth movie is actually the worst, even worse than the sixth at cutting shit out. Really important shit out. The sixth movie is the worst movie. It's still an entertaining movie. The sixth movie is the worst movie. And it cuts the most shit out and they make the dumbest decisions. But fourth, cutting out all the house elf stuff is ridiculously dumb. And like JK was even telling him, like, don't cut that out, don't do it, and they did it.
Awesome.
I think my favorite of the four so far has been Chamber of Secrets.
Snake film.
I think the best film is Prisoner of Azkaban by far. Like best directed, best acted, but it also like does some butchery to the book, but it's still like Alphonse Cuarón is really good director.
I think Gary Oldman.
And best
Gary
soundtrack
Oldman's
too.
great.
John Williams. Oh, Gary Oldman's the shit. It's one of my all-time favorites.
That whole thing
it's
in
not
the
just because he's
ministry,
named Gary. Okay.
that
like
whole thing in
half
the
the
ministry, I
reason.
was just like,
Only
oh,
half the reason.
whoa.
No,
He's
Half-Blood
seriously black.
Heyo. And his ashamed brother, which is seriously blackface.
That one got
Okay.
cancelled.
Prince. Hi, X-Ray girl. How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing really well.
Hey, did you
Speaking of-
complete Dead Space?
No. Okay, so I'll start with Dead Space. So yesterday I played Dead Space. I spilled tea on me at the beginning of the show. So
Being
I
a
was not
klutz or being scared from the game?
a klutz. So
Oh.
I like put my Be Right Back screen on, took my like pants off so that the hot water wasn't on me. I had to make sure that the webcam was off because I'm like, this is gonna be so embarrassing if that was caught on tape. But anyways, yeah. So I have a couple little welts on my leg, and the chat saw me put toothpaste on my leg because I didn't have anything else for keeping it cool. I didn't want to put a bag of peas on my leg.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never tried toothpaste before, but
I don't know. I think it's like I feel like my parents
Toothpaste
told
is
me
really
that.
good to put on spots.
On zits.
Yeah, because it dries it out, dries
Yeah.
them out.
So
Well,
if you want to see me put toothpaste on my leg, then I guess sure you can find that
Draw the heat out.
last VOD. But I got too scared when the creature came back. I had just sent out the beacon and he came in and I couldn't figure out how to pull the lever to get out of the room. And
I don't believe you.
no, you'll see. I
Pretty
ran
good
around
yank.
screaming. Like when I watch MauLer, he's like so cool and collected, and then there's me screaming my head off.
I've only played it a few hundred times, so it does make sense that
Yeah.
that I'm slightly better. But hey,
oh,
you got to persevere. You got to beat that
I-
temptation to
3
to
more
flee.
hours, I think, at least. Probably.
till the end.
left
Oh,
maybe.
well, maybe.
Depends on how fast I play, I suppose.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I did the Pottermore quiz. And some of y'all know what I am.
So what's the
Right.
big news? What's the big
It's
news?
not Hufflepuff, is it?
The transgender
Yes.
character the transgender character. I just put Hogwarts Legacy news, and that's the big news everywhere.
That is
oh wow. The trans community aren't happy either because it's like
a
female
bartender
presenting, and then the bartender's like, "All right, guys,
all right,
guys, I can help you today, mate. You're right. Hey, first time here, free butter beers on me."
It's like Phil Mitchell.
I think it's kind of a troll. I think it's freaking funny, dude.
It's like, I can't believe that they did this with the trans character.
Oh my god.
It's ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
I heard that and I laughed. Oh, yeah. I don't know if it's because I was sick, but I was just pissing myself laughing at that one. It's so good. Oh, and yeah, like I know all the Tim Pool stuff yet. I don't really care. I mean, like a lot of people are covering it, and I was watching it. I even commented in his chat when he became slightly hypocritical, but beyond that, it's just Tim's a master at what he does. Tim's an absolute master at what he does. There's a reason he is where he is, and
drifting and being a gaslighting bullshitter.
He is, yeah. But yeah,
this is why when I first came across Tim Pool, and I watched him for a few weeks. That's why I did. Because at first I was like, okay, this guy's got something to say, and then it kind of became, okay, this guy says exactly the same thing. Oh, this guy's just like mainstream media. All he does is try and keep people in a perpetual state of fear. Oh, this is black pill, civil war, everything's civil war, black pill. I was just like, nah, I'm done with this guy. And that was probably about 4 years or so ago. And obviously he's like stratosphered since then.
Because
yesterday it was just like,
should I say this? Sure. Weaponized autism is a brilliant thing on the internet, and it's our friend. And I think he's really good at it. I think he's really good at hyper focusing and finding the right headlines to react to. And yeah, he's way too doomy and black pill for me. He was a nice guy when I met him. Absolutely nice guy. He's very serious. Like that's the Tim Pool you see there is the Tim Pool that I met briefly. Very serious guy. And I think that's, the reason, and I told you guys this before the show, the reason I think Crowder has a bigger audience, whether you like him or not, and Rogan has a much bigger audience. I love Rogan. Freaking love Rogan. Is they're funny. They're funny. There's
interesting.
There's brevity. There's like, you laugh while watching all this, like Rogan won't focus on the news all the time, for one, which can be just such a downer. And I don't ever want to do it. Ever want to do it. I'll stick with pop culture. It's way easier to laugh at.
Yeah.
But to come out last night and to come out and say, well, we don't do drama and it's just an e-girl. And it's like, dude, you wrote a multi-part story on her on your site.
Yeah.
So that's bullshit. Come on.
Somebody I don't know
say you're like above all
will
this
care about
when it's bullshit. And it should be about censorship. That's what it should be about. I saw What's Up Yellow Flash, he got blocked. Everybody got blocked, and he's talking about this PR firm. So is the PR firm blocking people? Is that the one who's still blocking Brittany Venti, who will be on Friday Night Tights later on in the show after Amla? And okay, does she have a team of people? Do you know about this? Is this going to come up in the article? Because that's kind of important. Like when people are getting is anybody going to blame Brittany Venti for being pissed because her account, which was not a small account on Twitter, got perma-blocked for asking a question and showing a picture that was completely public? That's the issue. And many people have already talked about it. Like there was a very easy way to squash this. And Jeremy said it from Geeks and Gamers. Let's be a leader. Just go listen. We don't vet every fucking guest. We get that. We absolutely get that.
Yeah. But what about what's his name? Beto.
Oh, Jack Murphy.
What about Jack Murphy? Was that a campaign to make? Because Tim Pool was going, this Eliza Blue. It's a campaign. These people are campaigning to make her famous. So is that the same with Jack Murphy? Because he didn't address Jack Murphy either, and that was the guy he's had on his show multiple times, recurring guest. So he was
yeah, he's
talking
got
out
priors
both
with
sides
that.
out of his mouth.
He's got priors, but he was fine after Jack Murphy, and he'll be fine after this too. Trust me.
Yeah, but he wasn't spoken about.
No, and maybe there's something to that. Maybe there's something to it. What do I know? That guy makes, he's very successful, makes a lot of money. Awesome. I think but it could have been like Jack Murphy might have been different, and that might have been the first time he's had to deal with it. But now that you've learned from Jack Murphy and you've had Eliza Blue, all you have to say is he basically said that last night before he tried to, the biggest mistake I think was putting it on anybody criticized, Scroats. What was the guy's name? Scroats McGoats. Yeah. Said, I'm done unless you disavow. Like asking somebody to disavow, that's it's a guest. You're not avowing, it's just a guest. That's a little unrealistic. But telling the guy to don't let the door hit your ass on the way, it's no. There's such a better way to do that than hey, sorry you feel that way.
And he started calling his chat bots.
Yeah.
People, anyone who was decrying Eliza Blue or talking about her in the chat was suddenly a bot. It's just and this is embarrassing.
Yeah, this got brought up in our Discord, our Nerdrotic Discord, and this happens all the time. When things slow down, sometimes channels go after each other. It's just the thing. It happens all the time. Except we just came off of massive Daily Wire Crowder drama that led into this, and there's other stuff going. It's holy shit! Come on, Hollywood, do something stupid.
But the thing though with the Tim Pool business is people wanted Tim Pool to address Eliza Blue, which they're not telling him what to say. They're just asking him to address her because she's been on the show twice and was on recently where the guy who's meant to be the investigative reporter into her was there and they were just sat sucking each other's dicks. Oh, you're so amazing. I love your work. You're so amazing. Eliza, I think you are the most incredible person ever.
That's the problem you're going to have if you have a team of people, though. He's got a large team of people. He's got a booker. He's got website, and you're not going to be in control of all of them. And yeah, one of them might go off and fall in love or whatever, simp out for a guest. No, I know, but he's still Tim still doesn't have Tim said hey, write what you want, whatever, but you still have to be a leader. Jeremy was right from Geeks and Gamers. He's they still got to kind of go, dude. Yeah, don't be simping for people you're interviewing with, on our podcast. Don't just don't. That's all. Try to be professional. We're trying to be a professional news organization here. That's what they're trying to be, but they're built on drama. Just kind of like I said with Eliza, just own your fucking past. It's fine. Nobody's gonna care. And with Tim, he could have squashed it pretty easily, but I think there's a little projection there, maybe with the PR firm. By not squashing it, this thing goes on, and it does help Tim. So it's pretty smart. It's pretty smart. If you're just looking to build an organization,
well, yeah, it's smart. It's smart if you're a grifter. Yeah, if you're just a grifter, then yeah, it's smart. If you're just in for it for the money, and he let slip. He was just I'm not going to talk about it for free. If PR firms are trying to make it, it's just so if you were offered money by a PR firm to talk about it, then would you have accepted it?
I mean, are there PR firms that promise to make you famous? Sure. I'm
yeah,
absolutely sure. I'd be a giant waste of money. I just don't know why you'd want that and how you'd maintain it. It's a very bizarre thing. So we'll have Brittany on a Friday and she could speak her piece. The only reason it's if she was on Twitter and not censored, I whatever, fight it out. I don't care. Because people this is just one. The next grifter will pop up the next time, taking advantage of victims and re-victimizing them. Pretty fucking low, but not surprising. in current year at all. You know, what people are willing to do for clout. It's pretty sad. The other thing, there was, comics, man. This is a comic show. So real BBC means bagging, boarding, and chatting. The comic industry has had to cope with a lot lately, including somebody going on Twitter and saying, instead of buying a comic, maybe you should throw some money at CBR or Comics Beat because when they're not using whisper networks to destroy the entire industry that they cover, they want to cover comics and they can't do it anymore because nobody wants to give them any money. It was I saw that through, like, Zach posted it on his on the community post on his channel, and it was unbelievable. So we'll go over that a little bit because it's pretty funny. And Comics Beat is hiring people. By the way, Comics Beat, I should get a visual aid on this one. We'll wait on that one. Comics Beat is behind the Whisper Network that was behind the "Don't Rape Your Coworker" pledge.
The Tom King bounce.
Now they don't have any money. So they have to ask, hey, can anybody locally go to a con? We're not going to pay you much. This is for exposure and experience to cover cons, because we can't afford to get ourselves to cons anymore.
Can't afford to travel.
God, would it make him mad to know that I got, like, media passes for stuff that I could have gone to and just blew off? Well, I didn't blow off. San Comic Con, I was going to go.
That's why they grift.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of their shtick. It's to suck enough.
Oh my God.
Enough spine to get the access.
Right.
Now they're all broke because the idiots. I mean, I'm sure they understand. They just didn't care. They thought that these companies were going to look after them. You say the right things, we'll look after you. They don't care. They don't give a shit. You're only as useful for as long as you're useful. And now they're no longer useful. We're not paying for you to go to events and shit.
Well, there is an old saying, the useful idiot, right? You know?
Oh, yeah.
That's what they were. And it's over now. It's over, Johnny.
Oh, well.
The industry, you protected until the bitter end, saying everything's fine. It's not burning up. Manga isn't totally dominating us. By the way, we need new employees that we're not going to pay. And could any of you cover manga?
Yeah.
That's one of the things she asked.
We need as much manga as possible. Okay.
Oh my God. Hang on. I'm looking for. There it is.
These Daniel comes.
Could you hear that? Can you hear this?
Nope.
That's awesome. That got fixed. Let's get to Evangeline. Oh, there she is. She looks like a girl, which is always good.
Evangeline.
We're going to the Quantum Mania.
Whoa.
Quantum Mania.
So exciting.
Mania.
I like. It feels like. I believe. How many Marvel films is this? 30? Are we in the 30s?
Probably. I actually don't know.
Somebody said, why is that showing off that comic? I'm doing some bagging and boarding.
Yeah, that's what we do in the
chatting.
show. Yeah. That's how we started the show. It used to be just me and Az talking about shit when we were bagging and boarding comics, because we needed an excuse, you know,
to just chat and
get
bag and board, because we had so many comics that needed bagging and boarding.
I don't know the exact timestamp, so we might have to listen to this. There's one interviewer, not these two. For one, these two are short. Like, everybody's like a foot taller than them. And another takeaway is the guy who plays Spot from the Suicide Squad.
Like, Daniel jumps.
I like him as an actor. Total fucking weirdo. Just a weirdo.
Oh yeah, and he's a massive lefty as well. He's a complete stick as many pokes in you as you can type of guy
he
as
had
well.
silver nail polish on, and he talked about his lucky marble with like a weird freaking haircut. Like I'll show you, like total weirdo.
Marble?
Like yes, a lucky marble. Like you know. Oh, MauLer, when back in even before my time, but I did it too. Kids used to play with these little round balls called marbles.
I know
And
marbles.
we used to flick them at each other, and it used to be a game because we didn't have video games and shit.
We didn't have televisions. Hello.
Got mail?
Oh, and this chat. There you go. And this chat was filled with Marvel bots, and they were saying shit like WLZ. And it was just like people putting letters in the chat to make it go faster. I'll show it some to you later. I did manage to get an MCU in later on. But somebody did it before me. I was like, yeah. But here we go. Wait, can you hear it?
No.
Can you hear it?
Nope.
Oh, because I forgot to fucking share the audio. My bad.
Oh no, now you've just set the chat off with that, Gary.
Uh-oh.
I did? Oh, jeez.
Poor mods.
Well, I'll show it to you later. But yeah, there's a bunch of like WWWLLL. Then you'll see like A, B, C, D, E, F.
Oh.
It's like, what the hell? Oh, and it's like Kang Gang, Gang Kang. Right? It's like some weird.
So much.
No, it was like automated like chat to keep it going. There was no mods in there. You could have said whatever the hell you want. Nobody cared. I can't even remember who was watching. They had like 15,000 people watching.
Okay, I think.
And rapidly, it's very rare that you get to play a character in film where you get this kind of change from film. She started out a really sort of isolated character. By the time we get to the beginning of this film, she is reunited with her mother, has repaired her relationship with her father. She's fallen in love with Scott, and she's kind of a stepmom. So she's really interested in family life, and
That's a wig. That's got to be a wig.
a very, very new.
Why is she going with this short hair thing, by the way?
Sort of
She looks better with long hair.
open heart. So she's much more vulnerable than she was.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, somebody who's had basically their years takes them down all of a sudden. That's a little dangerous too, right?
Yeah, really dangerous, especially when you get sucked into the quantum realm with all of your loved ones.
As we all know.
As you do. As you do.
And along those lines, so much of what has driven Hope through these last two movies reunited with her mom, but the reality of that versus the expectation of what that's really like. Can you tell about what it's like when they finally come together and have time?
Yeah, I think when she lost her mom, she was 8 years old, and she might have had a stunted understanding of that relationship.
So her mom, again, was in the quantum realm for 30 years. Janet Van Dyne, 30 years.
Relationship based on the fantasies of a little girl of like, one day I'll find my mom and we'll reunion. It's going to be amazing. And she's going to be my best friend, and we're going to tell each other everything. And then when Janet really does come out of the quantum realm, she's very cagey.
Yeah.
And she's very closed, and she's not telling Hope much of anything, and Hope feels really shut. And so there's a gap between what she dreamed and imagined and the sort of adult reality she has to face.
She's sort of gotten her mom back, and they're
So that's normal. That'd be like coming back from prison, Then she's cagey. She's a little standoffish. Okay.
It's kind of like complicated. It's also running.
The audio is terrible. It's just breaking up all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is that what she expected?
Well, in
I'm hearing it fine. Is it breaking up for you?
Oh, we're not.
It's
Yeah,
breaking up for us.
it's near and listenable, can't it? It's just breaking up robot talk every 2 seconds.
Do you want me to try to share it on my end, maybe?
Yeah, you should try to share it
Fine.
on your end, but just
Download porn again.
get to 50. No, I'm I finished downloading the porn and MILF Manor.
Oh my goodness.
MILF Manor.
Yeah, it's sounding fine to me.
Can you share the link for it?
The link's in the Discord on main. Go to main, scroll up like just a teeny bit. Nerdrotic main.
By the way, my Hogwarts.
There, got it.
I was going to say Hogwarts Manor. My Hogwarts Legacy is now available to play. It's gone green.
Okay, so what you, I guess, didn't hear there was that Janet Van Dyne was trapped in the quantum realm for 30 years, and she had a bunch of expectations about talking to her mom, and she was excited, but her mom's like standoffish after 30 years, which makes total sense. But then we get into, and we're talking about Michelle Pfeiffer's character, okay, specifically. After being standoffish and in the quantum realm, basically becoming a god, and MauLer, didn't you point out that she saved Ghost by giving her the female energy? Is that what she did?
I don't know what the fuck she did. She zaps her with some weird tism juice, and it fixes everything. Because
okay,
I mean, you got to give me a break. Remembering that film is very difficult.
I can't remember a thing that happened in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
MauLer's got a good memory, man, because I've watched it like twice.
Or Ant-Man.
And I
just remember like Ghost is like the antagonist because she needs to fix her fleaminess, and then right at the end she's just like, I have the fix for that. And you're like, oh great, okay.
Yep.
And that's it. It's like, oh, okay.
Quantum juju, the quantum female juju that she became to manipulate by herself down there after being there for 30 years. But here's the best part. So she comes back to Earth. She comes back to our world after 30 years. Hit play.
Well, I was going to say, somebody who's had basically their walls up for 30 years takes them down all of a sudden. That's a little dangerous too, right?
Yeah, really dangerous, especially when you get sucked into the quantum realm with all of your loved ones.
As we all know.
As you do. As you do.
And along those lines, so much of what has driven Hope through these last two movies is being reunited with her mom. But the reality of that versus the expectation of what that's really like. Can you talk to us about what it's like when they finally come together and have time?
Yeah, I think when she lost her mom, she was 8 years old, and she might have had a stunted understanding of that relationship based on the fantasies of a little girl of like, one day I'll find my mom and we'll reunite and it's going to be amazing. She's going to be my best friend and we're going to tell each other everything. And then when Janet really does come out of the quantum realm, she's very cagey, and she's very closed, and she's not telling Hope much of anything, and Hope feels really shut out. And so there is a gap between what she dreamed and imagined would happen,
and look at the chat,
of
by the way.
reality she has
NDL.
And now that she's sort of gotten her mom back, and there is this kind of like complicated reality. She is also running this foundation now. She's in the lead, which she's always wanted to be.
Yeah.
And how is she handling leadership? Is that what she expected either?
Well, in her day-to-day life, leadership suits her very well, and she's very comfortable in that role, and she thrives in that role, and she's doing incredible things all around the world for global warming and housing crises and all different kinds of things like that. But being thrust into the quantum realm with your family and having the stakes suddenly.
So after being trapped in the quantum realm for 30 years, she can't talk to her family, but man, she can be a girl boss. She could stop global warming, fix the housing crisis, be a leadership of the foundation, the PIM Foundation. Amazing! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Hank's still around, or?
He retired, so he's mentoring the older Cassie, right? And and Cassie's
going to be
ignoring her
amazing.
father. She's not respecting her father, who's going to be a big dumbass in this, probably again. The only
white people, am I right?
Am I right? Yeah. That's the one part that stood out. And then Kevin Feige will later on basically says, oh, we had a plan. This is all part of the plan. We wanted to experiment a little bit. So part of the plan was not having a plan in phase 4. That's what he said.
Sure.
Wanted to experiment. We were spitballing, but we thought we should start phase 5 with Quantum Mania, because we started phase 4 with WandaVision, which was never planned. By the way, Quantum Mania was never planned. So he's definitely heard the criticism, and he sounded a little defensive on this one. And this one's going to be all. By the way, it all takes place in the quantum realm, so it's all volume. It's all, and the one thing they said over and over again was make sure to see it in a theater. See it in the. Make sure to go buy tickets to see it, especially at AMC now, where you get the tiered ticket system.
Tiered ticket? What was that?
Yeah, better seats cost more.
Oh, we've had that for a while.
Oh, you mean what cinemas should have been doing 30 years ago?
No.
No, we should have a better quality of cinema. Just packing people in like cattle.
You should be able to, it should be a better quality of cinema where everybody has a good seat.
Yeah.
There's a way to do that, You don't have to overpack it. Which they do.
Gotta get the Catlin.
I saw a plane in a theater that had 37 seats in it, and that's perfect. It's fine.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, the screen wasn't much bigger than mine at home, but that's fine. I didn't care. And then they make you spend $60. Yeah. If you're taking three people, say you got wife, kid, or wife and friend, or girlfriend and friend, or just you and girlfriend, it's $50, $60. Then if you live in a city like San Francisco, that's $100 with parking and everything, or public transportation, or getting mugged after you walk out of the movie theater.
Oh my God, it's the Waynes all over again.
It is. Don't make another Zorro movie.
Don't go into the alley.
The next Zorro movie, you might actually make Batman.
Well, the next Zorro movie would be called the Gay of Zorro.
The Gay of Zorro.
They've already done that. Zorro the Gay Blade. They did that like 40 years ago.
Yeah, the Gay Blade, yeah. But he's Zorro the Trans Blade then.
Yeah.
See?
It'd be
Gay Blade.
Zorro
He was
spelled
always
with
a member
with
of the
an
alphabet
X.
community.
It'd be Zorro spelled with an X.
Aren't they? No, they've got rid of Latinx now, and then what have they changed it to? They've changed it to something else.
No, they haven't gotten rid of it.
Oh, they're still doing it.
The Latinos have gotten rid of it. Woke white people haven't gotten rid of it yet. Oh, man.
What are your pronouns? Zorro.
Oh my God.
Is Quantum Mania moving the needle for you at all, MauLer?
No, not at all. This is going to be like Wakanda Forever, where I got to talk about it because everyone's going to be like, you got to have an opinion on the big, silly CGI mess of a movie, right? And you're like, I guess so. Maybe this one will have a story because you never know these days. You can get lucky.
You
might win. And hey, maybe it will be more serious, Maybe it won't just be terrible. I don't know, I'm just running out of hope, Gary. Running out of hope and encouragement. But I'll check it out, sure. I'll give him a shot. Why not? This is leading into the big multiverse storyline. That's exciting. Kang, the professional clown man, he's going to be giving us plenty of entertainment. I can't wait, I think.
Kevin Feige announced Kang as the next iconic Marvel villain. He's all the next iconic Marvel villain. I'm like, doesn't it need to become iconic before it's because as a comic fan, I wouldn't call Kang iconic. Kang's a villain,
I mean, hey, I'm like your your almost normie connection to understanding views of comic book villains, and even I would be like, I never ever heard of Kang or anything about him or the way he looked before the MCU stuff. Whereas I have of Doom, Galactus, Mephisto, obviously the Thanos. Like these are, so I don't know. I think that's just one of them. Oh, it's iconic, and it will be iconic, whether it wants to be or not. We'll make it so.
Like Ultron is a better villain.
Yeah.
Well,
Ultron
much
is
better.
Very simple to understand as a bad guy too, right? He's like an archetype in a couple of things. I guess you could say, like, is the DC equivalent Brainiac? Would you say that, or is that unapplicable?
Yeah, I think that's very comparable.
Because when you say like an artificial intelligence that is a big old villain, it's like, yeah, everyone can understand how that'd be really awesome. Unfortunately, we got Age of Ultron, which these days would be a breath of fresh air, to be honest with you.
Yep,
I watched it recently. It's all right.
Good old phase 2, eh?
Good old phase 2. Got looking at it with new eyes now. And you're like, maybe it wasn't so bad.
I don't know new eyes. We're just looking at it through the eyes of people that have been hammered over the head for years with identity politics.
Yeah.
Perhaps I treated you too harshly.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm okay with a big long scene at Hawkeye's house. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, well, yeah. Dude, I remember when that film came out.
Back in my day, they used to have intermissions instead, but okay.
I mean, you could take one. There you go.
You guys remember when Avengers came out? Everyone was saying Hawkeye wasn't given enough time, and then he overcompensates in Age of Ultron. Everyone's like, Hawkeye got way too much time. Like, what's going on?
Well, that's not the wrong.
And they gave him a series.
We wanted Hawkeye as a superhero time, not as a person. We wanted to see Hawkeye shooting things with his arrows and shit and fighting bad guys. We didn't want to see his family. I don't give a shit about that. I want to see him in his purple costume.
Hey, his wife is
Linda Cardellini.
Yeah, good Velma.
Linda Cardellini is nice. I like
She's
that.
Nice.
Nothing wrong with that.
Ooh.
But I'm a nerd. I want to see. I want to see Hawkeye killing people with his fucking arrows. That's all I wanted to do. Like,
oh, you got them fucking arrows, huh?
Fucking arrows, and his proper costume, which is great. I think. I love it when they're like, we got to draw the line at the purple costume. I'm like, why? You got a giant green guy running around, a guy dressed up in armor that if, unless he's like floating around in zero gravity in his armor, every time he crashes, he'd be dead. He'd be dead in jelly. Yeah. Okay. Like I can suspend disbelief. Okay. With the purple costume. And then they gave him a purple costume in the show. And it's like, let's make him look like Brian Boitano. It's like, no!
I thought he looked more like
use the comics. Okay. Was that too? Boobs. Boobs. I just saw somebody say boobs in the chat.
Go tit.
Go tit.
Heartbreak Ridge for $20 says, just saw a Kickstarter for Expanse graphic novels called Dragon Tooth. Don't know anybody involved aside from S.A. Corey. So very interested to hear your thoughts. Crowdfund the end of the damn series. That would be nice. Yeah. Where they screwed up James S.A. Corey, which is actually two guys, is they got a little cocky when Amazon got their show and they decided to piss off some fans. And, what was that? What killed their show? Was it Me Tooing a guy, one of their main actors, and unceremoniously just ejecting him? And I don't know if the guy's guilty or innocent. I have no idea. There was never any like real proof put out other than some Reddit posts, which I'm.
How about innocent until proven guilty?
How about innocent until proven guilty? And then it forced the early shutdown of the show that didn't resolve anything. I mean, Game of Thrones season 8 was bad. And one of the reasons it was bad is they set up these big White Walkers, right? These are the others. And they never made it off their front porch, basically, and were killed. Well, you got the proto-molecule, which is the big, like, what is this thing? That's the big overarching mystery. And they just, we're not going to answer it.
Who knows what it is?
And they literally set up the next season with the true big bad. And they just end it.
Oh, wow.
Better luck next time.
Thanks for playing.
Well, in the books, they're called the Others. They never really called the White Walkers were never really differentiated between the ice guys and the zombies. But the zombies are the White Walkers, and the others are your ice elves, basically.
All the talk about who should have been on the throne, everyone had their different ideas. I'm sure someone floated that Bran would have been a good idea for whatever reason. But the thing is, like, if we were actually devising it from a sort of tactical point of view to not piss off the largest amount of people, I'd be like, okay, people probably want all of our major characters from different factions in King's Landing, defending it from the hordes of zombies and the winter. And it's like, to do that, we're going to have to get the North is lost. It's going to have to be that they try and fail. That's probably going to be it. And yeah.
Yes.
And then if someone was like, oh, well, we can't have Cersei fighting with Daenerys. And it's like, no, that's the point, though, isn't it? You have them fight with them because that's the last thing that they would want to do. But they're going, it's just like, that's an easy one. And it's like, okay, so who ends up on the throne? It's like, what if we don't answer that question? What if the last episode is defeating the Walkers and they're all standing there realizing what they've just been through? And, I don't know fucking how it was going to work mechanically. Like, if they kill the Night King and everything dies. But, I mean, there's probably a way to have implemented that was more satisfying than what they did, where fucking Arya Stark stabs him. There are other way. You know what I mean? But it's like, God, is it so hard to have given us all of our favorite characters fighting together in King's Landing against a bunch of zombies? Was that
including
so
people who just straight up fucking hate each other and will hate each other as soon as the battle is over?
Yeah,
but
because the battle could have turned from the White Walkers straight into a civil war type of business.
Yeah,
and Cersei would be like, go from.
You can even have that, right? Like Cersei, much like the Battle of Blackwater, Cersei could be like, in the middle of the fight, something bad's going to happen. Make sure something bad happens to XYZ person, right?
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing Cersei would do. She wouldn't want it to be obvious. She'd be like, just have an accident happen in the middle of the fight. And, you have that shit going on in the meantime. But, yeah, like the half season being you lose Winterfell, right? That getting overrun with zombies. That'd be quite an effective thing to have happen. But that's where it ended. They ended the fucking story there.
We
that was it.
Talked about the missed opportunity of having winter come to the north. Then the White Walkers come and make winter worse. And you could have a half a season of straight up horror fantasy. And you don't have to spend a lot of money because it's winter. It's blizzards blowing. And you can darkness. You can have the small folk in their huts cowered down like. And then you had the zombies.
You can imply the spiders too.
Yeah, the spiders, everything. Like it would be rad. It would have been rad. And that's the whole promise of Game of Thrones is, okay, we want to flip Lord of the Rings on its end a little bit, but we're also it's not just subverting expectations of a fantasy series. We're also fans of this. George is a fan of this. George still has heroes. He still has the hero's journey. It's just fucked up, but he still has it. It's still there. Your heroes have to just do fucked up things. And that's not abnormal from old writing. So, but he also mixed in other genres, which made it cool. Because when when most normies saw the first season, or anybody who didn't read the books saw the first season of Game of Thrones, and you end it with, wait a minute. We just ended it with a naked girl with 2 dragons on her shoulders. Sorry, spoilers. And they're zombies and they're going to fight. Oh, fuck yeah. Let's do this. This sounds cool. And then they just, nah. House of the Dragon did it good, though. House of the Dragon's good. That was a shock. That was a surprise. Thought it was going to suck.
We will convene once again for season 2. We will live report the either destruction or elevation. Who knows?
They are filming. They are indeed filming right now as we speak.
Right this very second.
Literally right now.
Literally right now.
Oh my God.
Oh, Matt Smith's saying a line right now. It's being recorded. There he goes.
It is.
There we go. Wow.
Matt Smith just said another line right now.
Ooh, someone just got stabbed.
Somebody just got stabbed in the back.
Damn it. And it came out through the front, so it kind of counts both ways.
It does.
That's
There's
what
a
she
dragon.
said.
Ayo.
It's like you were ashamed to say that, X-Rago.
I was.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Knockmamon for $50. Hell, I'm not a big Harry Potter fan, so I'm not sure if I want to buy Hogwarts Legacy. Do I really just want to buy this game to piss off SJWs? No. No. I mean, if you do it, if does it, if I give away 10 for free to own people, yes, but don't waste your money if you're not into it. And honestly, the game could be shit. It could be woke garbage. The game could be like, that's what I was like worried about. I was like, what if this game is just woke shit?
Dude,
Well,
it's got a
also,
man
what if
in a
it's
dress going,
bad?
all right, darling, it's great.
What if it's bad though? That was the thing that I was wondering.
Yeah,
It's like
what?
mechanically speaking, is it bad? Is it good? Look for reviews. Look at Let's Plays. See what's
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on.
Watch Ryan, watch Az, watch X-Ray Girl, watch me, but like you can't tell through me because I'm bad. You're gonna go, this is the worst game in the world. Look at this.
Watch that Hufflepuff down there.
Look at this tard.
Hey. That's mean.
I'm just gonna kill everybody if I can't. If it's just like
you
run
can. Well, you
around.
can be a dark wizard. You can go to get the three. What is it? The three dark curses. and become a-
Horcruxes?
Can I kill the bartender?
I know. Oh wow.
Gary,
Avada Kedavra, everyone.
Can you ever Avada Kedavra at the door?
Can you find it?
Hello, Hamora.
Bartender's giving you free butterbeer, Gary. Do you really want to? Well, oh, hold on. You're on the wagon, so yeah. So am I.
Yeah, I
so
know
I
the
don't know.
spell to unlock a door. I just gave it to you right there.
It's called
So-
Turn the Handle.
No, it's called Hello, Hamora. Hermione uses it all the time. Okay.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. What was it? Is it? I can't remember. Is it Fluffy? Whatever the three-headed.
It was Fluffy.
Cerberus?
Yeah, Fluffy's
Fluffy,
the
yeah.
The
three-headed dog.
Cerberus, yeah.
The dog.
Yeah, three-headed dog.
My Patronus is a dog.
It is.
Mine was a falcon.
Yours is cool. I have like
Wow.
an Asian dog, a chow dog.
I watched you. I couldn't watch it live because I was recording The Last of Us with Jane, but I watched the playback. I just forwarded it to the start of the quiz and then watched it to the end. And when your Patronus was the Chinese dog, I fucking howled laughing.
It's a Chinese dog.
Just
Yes,
Chinese
It's a
dog.
dog from
It's a
China.
Chinese
China.
dog.
It's a Chinese dog. In the shape of a
the
balloon?
website looked through the webcam and saw the Asian. It was just like,
We gotta give that to her.
looks like dogs back on the menu, boys.
I thought it was a lion at first. I was like, oh, that's a weird looking lion.
Lion.
Dang. Pottermore,
Lion's
why you gotta
dog,
do
same
me
thing.
like that?
Why you gotta do dirty?
I got in so much trouble at a dinner party one time because my dog kept begging, and I said, "I'm gonna feed you to the neighbors."
Wow.
In San Francisco, and everybody was quiet. I'm like, I thought it was funny.
Any more of that? You're off to Chinatown.
Everybody, dude, it was dead. It was like bombing. That's how I know what bombing feels. Never mind.
How does that-
That's what it feels
Tough crowd.
How does it feel
Tough
to get
crowd.
sorry, how does it work to get how does it decide what your animal is? How does it do it? Just random?
Another
like
quiz.
random
Another quiz.
questions.
Another
Oh,
quiz.
quiz.
Yeah.
But
I was
this
thinking,
one
like,
is
imagine
timed.
You
This
ended
one
up
is
with
timed.
like
The other one wasn't.
you imagine you ended up with like bacteria or something. It's something really
An
specific
amoeba.
and tiny. Yeah.
Yeah, zygote.
Like mine's not as fun.
Mine's a tardigrade.
What does he do?
That's my Patronus.
Then you'll be able to travel through the mycelial network. So you know.
Oh yeah.
Congrats, you have a cancer cell. You're like,
Yay! Oh.
That being said, if I do my character, will have the most British name possible: Wallace Oliver Hinglebottom the Third
the
Esquire.
third. It's always the third. It's the
Always the
third.
third.
Oh wow. Twitch are nearly up now. Now that the early access is started on everything, Twitch is nearly up to fucking hell. 1,000,000 views.
Wow.
A million live viewers on Twitch. Good boycott, guys.
Oh, well, they're watching fucking Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I
That
need to
is
know the
insane.
timeline where they didn't fuck all around with this. I want to know
I think
how
I have a
successful
sound
it would have
effect
been.
for your boycott.
Maybe
let's see.
we're sick of you fucking arsehole shit.
Have we talked about their little device to detect whether you've streamed the game?
Oh my god, that
Yeah,
was
the
so...
website.
Can't fucking believe that's real, dude. I thought it was a joke. I literally laughed and was like, "That's a good meme." And they're like, "What do you mean?"
No, this
It's like,
is
you know, the
bullshit.
idea that they
What do you
find out whether you,
mean?
as if your value as a human being is based on whether or not you played the wizard game, and then they're like, "No, it is real." And I was like,
social credit, dude.
"Ah, great."
It's their fucking Marxist social credit.
No, that's a great point. You guys saw the Bill Maher video going around where he did you not see it?
I don't think I saw any Bill Maher video. No.
That's a little bit ago, isn't it?
No, it was a couple days ago.
Oh no, haven't. Ago.
Oh, well, we'll show that. He's talking about Twitter and big tech, but you can certainly apply it to authoritarian woke Hollywood, where he links, the cancel culture and everything to Red China, which you don't ever hear people from Hollywood doing ever. So I thought that was pretty good. Now, yes, Razor Fist did it first, and he can just roll out his "fuck you, I was right," because he was. Razor Fist did a video on this very thing 4 years ago called "Hollywood Was Always Red." But yeah, we'll look at that video in a little bit. I thought it was really good. It's really good. Bill Maher talks out of both sides of his fucking mouth because he knows the pendulum is swinging and he wants to stay relevant. That's the fact of the matter. He helped bring a lot of this shit in with his far progressive views, but he's been very consistent on COVID. Got to give him that. But I think Bill's a lot of times a normal liberal, but I don't dig the guy. But occasionally he says some good shit. And we have to listen to that good shit because it is kind of important when people within Hollywood going, wait a minute, you're acting like a bunch of commies. And if it's Bill Maher saying it, holy shit.
Well,
so
what about his interview with Bryan Cranston?
Oh, that's we have to play that too, because that's the talking out of both sides of your mouth.
Exactly.
Part. Yep. Because Cranston, I asked Chris Gore about this. I'm like, they are really just this dumb, aren't they? He's all, yeah. I'm paraphrasing what he said, but he said, yeah, they're mostly just empty-headed morons that have their ideas filled in from their assistants or what 3 minutes of MSNBC they watched. Bryan Cranston came out full CRT. Then that Proud Family cartoon and shit. God. Amla from Unapologetic did a good video on that.
How many days did I know it's a cartoon, but how many days did any of the people involved spend as a slave?
That would be zero.
Okay.
Zero.
Oh, okay.
Zero.
Okay.
Do you know where there's slaves right now?
China.
Congo. A lot of the Middle East.
Africa.
A lot of Africa.
Middle East.
Yeah.
Pretty
Mexico.
much in the West, sex slaves.
South America.
We've got mobs. Yeah. Pretty much everywhere.
Novak 2077 for $19.99. Thank you very much. Hail all. Gary, since I heard you used to own a comic shop, terrible.
Wow.
Did you ever hear about the controversy surrounding Immortal Hulk 43? I just bought a back issue of it yesterday because I'm a sucker for Alex Ross covers. I was gone by Immortal Hulk 43. I liked the concept of it when it started out, but then that writer started going after fans, and that's what led me and Az to quit reading comics, because we'd pick up a comic going, wow, this sounds fun. This looks like a good concept. And then that writer, I'm blanking on his name right now, went after fans. This was 4 years ago. And I'm like, or 3 years ago. And I'm like, nope, done. And I kept doing that with comic after comic. Somebody brought up Zeb Wells. Zeb Wells went after fans. They all did. They all went after fans. And I was like, nope. And all of a sudden my Marvel stack, which used to be like this from the poor shop that I think is gone now in Northern California, was down to this. And I'm like, well, fuck this. I'm done giving these assholes money. Plus the stuff wasn't good. It's just like that certainly helped too.
Al Ewing.
Al Ewing. Thank you. Al Ewing went after fans. I think the last Marvel comic I bought and read was Midnight. They brought back Midnight Suns. That was a while ago.
How are you spelling Suns, Gary?
Well, in the video game, they're spelling it S-U-N because we don't want sons, because sons would be the patriarchy. And you think I'm joking? I'm not. They didn't want to call it Sons because they had a couple girls in the team, which it doesn't matter. You call the X-Men, but they changed it to fucking Sons.
Well, not if Sorry, Alonso's got anything to do with it.
Yeah, she's terrible.
By the way, Hogwarts like says 1.1 million now.
And that's when did it come out? Like hours ago? Day ago?
35 minutes ago for the PC early access. So that was the one that really boosted it up.
I bet you're excited, as.
I'm so excited to play it.
I kind of am. I'm so tired. I've not slept well the last couple of nights at all.
Because you've been excited for this.
No, because I've been burning the candles at both ends, which I tend to do, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to. No, I mean not ready to go from the street. I mean, I'm ready. I'm ready to when we do this, whenever this concludes, whenever you want.
Dig in your own hole.
I'm here for the duration. No, I'm here for the duration. But after that, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna fire up a stream, and we're gonna do a little bit. And I'm gonna get a good night's sleep, and then we're gonna do a lot of it tomorrow. Yeah, gonna do a lot of transphobia.
Just a little bit of bigotry right there. Yeah,
gonna do a lot of gonna turf my front garden, if you know what I mean.
The wizarding world of witchcraft and bigotry.
Oh my god! That was great.
You'll be a turf, Harry.
I'm a what?
50 points to Gryffindor. Although MauLer's probably going to be a Slytherin.
Oh, if they get evil powers, fuck yeah. I don't think that's how it works though.
You can be a dark wizard in the game.
Oh, you betcha. I'm gonna be a dark wizard. I'm gonna kill everyone there. The whole school.
I'm gonna kill all the. Okay.
Wow.
So, you got homework, Mr. MauLer. And I'm like, Expelliarmus.
Oh, by the way, Helen Bonham Carter looks fucking tight in the film. Wow.
Except for her teeth.
Well, you know.
You notice those.
I'm British. We're used to this sort of business.
Helen Bonham Carter looks. She's always been kind of cute.
She's foxy.
Yeah,
I know.
She's a good-looking
foxy
woman.
lady.
Good looking
She's
woman.
playing Bellatrix. Never put it in crazy, okay, Az?
I know.
Yeah, dude. You notice why her husband wasn't around?
Oh well. When did they get divorced? Now, donkeys years ago.
Well, they didn't get divorced. He died.
Hey, no, I'm talking about Tim Burton.
Oh, why did Tim Burton? Because she probably hit 30 and he traded it in.
Well, yeah, I mean,
like you think I'm joking, but I ain't.
No, his next model was young.
So like,
you know?
like to show you how sexy directors are to women. Look at Tim Burton. That is the ugliest mofo. That is an ugly, talented mofo.
But he's an
who's pulling
artiste.
pins. It's like,
artiste.
damn, to be a director.
Yeah, in every movie she was in all of his movies until
What's the thing? That's the thing that got Joss Whedon all fucked up, right? He made like an article saying they all come at you. They're all like quote unquote attracted to you because they want roles.
Roles. And what's James Gunn doing? He's giving his wife a job.
Well,
in his universe.
As I'm sure that's exclusively her talent. I don't know why you're implying otherwise.
What else has she been in?
All of the stuff, man.
She was in.
I think she was in. Because I remember looking this up because I was curious and I couldn't recognize anything except maybe American Pie. One of those, like the.
Did she play the pie?
No.
Oh, no.
Her name is Warm and Wet.
X-ray girl. Could you pull up the Bill Maher video? It's it is also in the Discord. It is on. I think it's research. You got to scroll up a little bit.
Pull up the Bill Maher video.
The Maher video. We can't play the whole thing because it gets really long, and he brings up like Mumford and Sons and some other professors and canceled.
Hollywood
Alright,
and
Daddy-o.
Christian Toto.
Yeah,
article?
I could put up his article because the video's inside the article, and we want to support Christian anyway because one of the few people reporting on entertainment news exclusively from another point of view. But what he points out is Deadline of all companies put did an article on this, and it was pretty even-handed, right? Which is crazy. Here's the bravest part of Bill Maher's latest anti-woke attack. HBO star connects woke mind virus to authoritarian left chairman Mao. Bill Maher attacking woke overreach has become a dog bites man headline. The Real Time with Bill Maher host regularly skews.
Sorry, trying to exit out of it.
Okay. Regularly skews identity politics, free speech, suppression, other hallmarks of the new intolerant left. That means Friday's Maher broadside packed little of news value, at least on the surface. Yeah, like it got shared around by Sargon. Scroll up a little bit. I'm gonna read that other part too. Yeah, it didn't get it didn't get the shares it would have probably a year ago and a year and a half ago because he's called this shit out before. And I think more people are just going, yeah, duh. So he's not really saying anything new except for calling out Chairman Mao, which has been, we've heard a lot, or calling Hollywood out for sucking on China's CCP cock. So, and big tech and mainstream media, all these people with these Ukrainian flags, like China's on the precipice of invading Taiwan any fucking day now. And if that happens, they'll just go, well, I'm so sorry that we said Taiwan is a country.
Thoughts and prayers to Taiwan. Thoughts and prayers.
That
Apart from
means
John Cena, who'll go, welcome our Chinese overlord.
Yes. Maher pushed further, though, connecting woke with similar movement to that too few people summon when the subject comes up. Chairman Mao's cultural revolution. And again, Deadline did an article on this and didn't flip it around or use it against Bill or they just reported it straight, and nobody else did, which I thought was incredible. So that's your little progress. Are there a bunch of commies and socialists in Hollywood? Yes, there are. They're usually very rich and they live behind big walls and they don't think it applies to them. And most of the time it's just empty-headed idiots who are really saying, please don't burn down my mansion.
Yeah.
Hit play. We're going to have to stop this a lot for transformative reasons. You know how fucking HBO is.
And let me just
wait.
Weird.
Hello.
And finally, new rule. If you're part of today's woke revolution, you need to study the part of revolutions where they spin out of control because the revolutionaries get so drunk on their own purifying elixir, they imagine they can reinvent the very nature of human beings.
Hit pause. Is that turned all the way up? Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So changing the very nature of human beings, kind of what we're going through now, kind of what J.K. Rowling is going through right now. Changing the very nature. 2 + 2 = 5. There are no things as genders. Hit play.
Men with penises are women.
Yeah.
Communists thought selfishness could be cast out of human nature. Russian revolutionaries spoke of the new Soviet man who wasn't motivated by self-interest, but instead wanted to be part of a collective. No, turns out he wanted to be on a yacht in a Gucci tracksuit holding a vodka and a prostitute.
Oh my God.
True.
I mean, well, you guys see all the memes, right? Where have you seen the newest stuff with Hassan where he said he lives on a basics necessity budget of related to his life?
What,
Oh,
in that
with the
$3
Porsche
million mansion he just bought?
Yeah, there's a video where Destiny just runs through every element of his life and how he's basically bought insane things for everything. But Hassan tries to claim that he lives on basic necessities, and then someone in his own chat is like, basic necessity. You have to be. And he was like, no. Basic necessity relative to my
relative to his income.
This is like the most ridiculous.
Oh, what was the basketball player? Oh God! During the strike, he's all rich people spend more money.
Oh God, it was so priceless.
Who was it? Come on, chat. Oh God, it was the dumbest thing. Yeah, Hassan.
It's just this it's this really gross thing where like poor isn't aesthetic, and Hassan wants it. Like he's like, I'm one of the poors too, guys. It's like,
shut up, Hassan. He's like one of the highest earners on Twitch.
Well, yeah, as people point out, it's like once upon a time it was, eat the billionaires and the millionaires, and eventually it became just eat the billionaires.
He's got like 40,000 subscribers.
Oh,
and so let's just say he gets the minimum cut, which is $2.50. That's $100,000 just in subscribers a month.
In my life bingo card, I did not have like commie bros, commie dude bros, commie jocks happening. So I'm surprised about that, but that's what he is. He's like a fucking jock who's a commie.
He's a fake jock. Have you seen him trying to swing trying to do a kick?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Gina Carano would kick the shit out of that little puss boy.
I just didn't see
Let
that
him
one
play
coming.
pretend. Jeez.
Fine. People like a lot of people watch him. Very popular dude.
He's where I was like, I'm poor. You're like, oh.
I'm a pause.
I'm coming for you. I'm gonna wear your skin as a suit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was the best. Absolute best.
And dude, man shit himself on live stream. Hassan Piker.
Ah, that was so
in real life.
Yeah.
No,
you mean in figure? No, I mean in real life. We're gonna wear skin as a suit.
That was so good. Oh, that might have been my favorite moment last year. Sam Hyde for the win.
And then he says just on his stream going, I don't think it's very funny.
I don't think it's funny. I'm gonna go cry my Porsche.
Yeah. I'm gonna go cry my $3 million Hamano. Which is a necessity. It's
it's a necessity. So yeah, Russians, vodka, hookers. Okay, here we go.
Not standing in line all day for a potato. The problem with communism and with some very recent ideologies here at home is that they think you can change reality by screaming at it, that you can bend human nature by holding your breath. But that's the difference between reality and your mommy. Lincoln once said that you can repeal all past history, but you still cannot repeal human nature. But he's canceled now, so fuck him.
That was pretty funny.
I like that one. That's a good one.
He's got another good one coming up.
I didn't get the mummy thing, but that was a good
Abraham
one.
Lincoln's canceled. So
And Razor Fist is going, damn right he is. No.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, Razor Fist.
Yesterday, I asked ChatGPT, are there any similarities between today's woke revolution and Chairman Mao's cultural revolution of the 1960s? And it wrote back, how long do you have?
That's an AI
Because
program.
again, in China, we saw how a revolutionary thought he could do a page one rewrite of humans. Mao ordered his citizens to throw off the four olds. Old thinking, old culture, old customs, and old habits. So,
let the past die.
Oh, kill it if you have to.
Kill it if you have to.
It's Marxism 101.
It's Marxism 101. It's been permeating through our culture for years, kind of crescendoing in the last 4 years when they feel, when Hollywood and a lot of the activists can, very much boomer thinking, no Zaku boy, like OG boomer. Yeah, absolutely.
OG boomer.
Like the fucking hippies. the generation prior to mine, Generation X. There was a good Generation X video, another one. Stuff I've been saying, because Generation X has been the biggest disappointment of my life. We have helped usher in a lot of this shit. But that's what Hollywood has been doing. Destroy the past, destroy culture, old customs. We need to reset everything. We need to destroy everything.
Gary, history,
like actual history. Anne Boleyn, remember Anne Boleyn?
Anne Boleyn.
Oh my God.
Anne Boleyn.
She was black because that would make her more relatable to a modern youthful
There was
audience.
one painting of her where they used a little bit of a darker tone on her, and that made her black. Did you see what Sargon posted? They found, because some of the mummies from the Roman era in Egypt, they had paintings of. And if you look at paintings, hey, there's some Africans, and there's some not Africans. So everybody was tweeting, I thought they was kings. But and then a meme of like a Chad white guy as a pharaoh. Which is so funny. I got a kick out of that. No, so they have been systematically doing this in Hollywood with our favorite IPs, and this has always been the big picture, folks. This has always been, when many of us have said this, it's bigger than Star Wars, it's bigger than Star Trek, it's about our culture. You know, I just stay in my lane when it comes to pop culture. But if they're doing it here, they're doing it on your favorite platform. They're doing it in the MSM. They've been doing it in Access Media. They're doing it in knitting. They're doing it everywhere. Everything. Like, you know, I'm surprised that MMA hasn't gone full woke. I'm surprised the wrestling.
That ain't happening.
For now.
Not while he's in charge.
Oh, Dana White? No.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. But no, I'm surprised, because so many places have that like NASCAR, dude. NASCAR went woke. NASCAR.
Yeah, but MMA
NASCAR.
fighters, they are pretty fucking base people.
Well, so was NASCAR.
Yeah, you don't punch somebody in the face in NASCAR. That's what.
But when you get super duper corporate and the ESG starts coming in, and we all know why these corporations are, for one, they want to do business in China, so they won't call them out, and they want to be part of this. They want the subjugated consumer. What happens though in true communists is you won't get that. You get the slave.
Yeah,
you get the slave.
You share your bunk. You sleep when you're not on shift. Somebody comes and taps you. It's time to work. They get into your bed. You work till you drop, and then you get thrown into a pit.
I got to experience,
and somebody replaces you. That's what's in store. I've said this many times. These fucking purple blue-haired freak machines think that the Cultural Revolution, the Marxist Revolution, is going to be them sat in a luxury apartment with their feet up, pondering how they're going to deal with life today.
Yeah,
what will life threaten me today? While the government flourishes them with money.
Yeah, I'll be able to vlog and change my gender all day. And the government will pay for it when, no, you'll be handed a shovel. Your gender won't matter anymore. And that
shovel will be to dig your own grave.
The activists ushering this era in don't care who they have to use or destroy to get there. They just don't. They win either way. If things get destroyed, they move on to the next thing to usurp. Again, you notice you're not seeing any big hit, essentially just purely made for woke television or films. They have to be a usurped IP. That's what they keep doing. It has to be a usurped IP. Sure, there's plenty of original woke stuff out there, and it's not massively popular. It might be popular in San Francisco, in all your major urban areas, but not the rest of the country.
Not mainstream.
That's not popular. That's not mainstream.
Name one mainstream woke property that's succeeded.
That's been like massive success. Like, massive. Not just like, oh, it was a hit. 1 million people watched it or 2 million people watched it. No, that's easy to get. Holes. Activists are here to destroy. They are. And there used to be somewhat of a balance. Again, Hollywood was always left, but it never, I don't know. Did it bother you? Did Doctor Who bother you during the first RTD era at all?
No.
How about you, MauLer? Didn't bother me.
I mean, some bad episodes here and there, right? Like,
Fear
we
Her.
talked about them. Yeah.
And, as an overall,
Love and Monsters is terrible, but like, we're talking about things being bad because they decided to prioritize the message over entertainment.
I mean, I remember being fully entertained.
Yep.
The thing is, like I told you guys, I fell out with the Moffat era, so.
Well, Moffat got really woke, like insanely woke, and then they dialed it up to 11 with the 13th Doctor, or dialed it up to 13, I guess. That's pretty good. Hit play.
Your whole life went in the garbage overnight, no biggie. And those who resisted were attacked by an army of purifiers called the Red Guard, who went around the country putting dunce caps on people. Yeah, who didn't take to being a new kind of mortal being. A lot of pointing and shaming went on. Oh, and about 1 million dead.
Gary,
the only way to survive was to...
Sounding awfully familiar.
Isn't it?
A lot of pointing and shaming.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Let him finish.
Does that feel familiar?
Oh, we'll talk about that.
Plead insanity for the crime of being insufficiently radical, then apologize and thank the state for the chance to see what a piece of shit you are. And of course, submit to re-education, or as we call it here in America, freshman orientation.
Hit pause.
Fair point.
Yeah, I mean, he goes on. Well, you could take it out. That's you get the gist of what he was saying. You're right, Az. That sounds very familiar. Remember when they made wanted to make a certain Gina Carano go through a Zoom struggle session?
How many people was it? 20
40.
to 40, yeah.
40.
But see, the mistake there was that she should have agreed and recorded it and then released it online, because that would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
That would have been hilarious.
But I don't think she expected to be dragged in front of 40 people and shamed into not adhering to the pronoun mafia. Because that's why they got her. It wasn't that Jewish thing. That was the final. That's the straw that broke the donkey's back. They wanted her as soon as she did beep bop boop.
Beep bop boop. It was over beep bop boop. Absolutely. And she would have still been fired, by the way. I think she knows that. But she would have done all that and still been fired. They wanted the humiliation part first. So Gina did the smartest thing she could possibly do, and it did make her stronger, more relevant. It probably what's really sucked to go through. Really sucked to go through. But she's come out stronger, I think. But yeah, I think there's been some YouTubers who've been calling this shit out some longer than me. Who've kind of gone through the same thing. I mean, ask yourself this.
We're going through it right now with the Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah.
They are trying to point and shame people. We've created a website for you to find people to point and shame. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of people to point and shame because there's 1.2 million people watching the game on Twitch right now. Melanie Maxey got 2.2K watching her stream right now on Twitch. Awesome.
Oh, the shamed.
So the shame.
The magazines, the gaming magazines, IGN had to bend the knee and apologize. I'm sorry for separating professionalism from activism. I'm so sorry. We gave the game a 9 out of 10 because that was our job, but we just totally don't agree with J.K. Rowling And so we just want to make that perfectly clear. Please don't come after us. We are the same as you. There was a site that I dealt with in my video today where the person said, as a trans person, I cannot review this game based on its own merit. I have to do this. And I thought, I'm going to do a little bit of digging, see what her transism was. Oh, her transism in. Yeah, what her transmission was. So I fucking lifted the hood and I was just like, well, it's fair,
okay, no, you got to put the car on the rack to see the train.
Okay,
dude.
all right.
Transmission. So you put the car on the rack, you drop the transmission, and you see what you got there, automatic or manual.
Gary, that's got me into trouble already plenty of times. Okay. Her trans was non-binary, made up shit. So you're not trans at all. You are exploiting the trans community to get a shield wall so you can espouse hatred. So you can point and shame at people and be complete and utterly safe in the knowledge that if people come after you, they would be the ones that everyone go, oh, no, you can't. They're a protected species. It's horse shit. More people need to say, just fuck off, you know. Absolutely fuck off. This is lunacy. Absolute lunacy. So, yeah, they're trying it every time something comes out, a movie comes out. Top Gun. Why? They were pointing and shaming at people going to Top Gun. Why? Oh, because Top Gun didn't have the politics, didn't have the ideology that we wanted to have. It was a story about a man and family, and they don't want the nuclear family. They don't want families. They want families divided, because when families are divided and separated, they're easier to control. Because then Daddy State becomes the person whose bosom you suckle to. Look after me, Daddy State. My family gone. Come here. This is why you get fucking filth. Like that Jeffrey freak on TikTok. And all he does is, he talks, your parents don't understand you. So he's talking to kids.
Mm-hmm.
And this man in his mid-30s, maybe 40, pushing 40. Your family doesn't understand you. I understand you. I'll be your family. Fucking shrooma. That's what they're trying to do.
Excuse me.
Bless you. You should have muted and not, but
I couldn't reach it. I had to cover my... Well, dude, okay, I got a beard. I have a beard, bro. So you sneeze and you cough, you turn that camera off, okay, just in case.
But
I was having dinner with Stuttering Craig, and I'm super self-conscious because I'm eating a burger, and I gotta have 5 napkins near me the whole time, just going. You never know, because you don't want some big piece of bacon hanging off your mustache or something like that.
Oh yeah, you do. Have it later.
You guys know about that streamer? There's clips where I'm pretty sure they're pretty lefty as well, so it's confusing at this point what the hell's going on. But her boyfriend, there's a guy and a girl playing.
Oh yeah,
and
and the girlfriend's crying in the background because he's fucking streaming
they get
Hogwarts Legacy.
Because they're getting messages from their fans basically saying you're shameful, you're disgusting, you're bigoted. And even in the one that gets me is that they get sub messages, as in I pay you to tell you I hate you, and you're like, okay, and apparently. When it's us, when we stream a video game and someone sends a message saying I fucking hate you, you scum, die, we're like, huh. Okay. But this person is obviously someone who's never had to deal with people saying go fucking kill yourself and play anything. And so these clips moving around, I was just like, wow, they really are getting around. If you touch that video game, you are inviting a horde, I guess. But obviously, it wouldn't be as bad for people who are already hated. It's just going to be really bad for people who have a good standing. Is Angry Joe playing this game? He's going to get in trouble, probably.
I don't know, but Joe was very vocal. Because I got my account back, I was following Angry Joe, and Angry Joe was following me. So one of the first things I saw was Angry Joe calling people homophobic for not liking the 3rd episode of The Last of Us. You're just homophobes.
Being bored makes me homophobic.
I was gonna say I don't have any trouble understanding people were bored of that episode. That's not got nothing to do with homophobia. It's I can understand people being like, I want to see zombies get killed.
I want to see zombies get killed. That's like all I care about, really.
Well, the thing is, like, anyone can be bored by anything. I don't blame anybody for that shit. It's fine.
Before episodes in, I wouldn't have a single idea that this world had dangerous creatures in it at all. Not at all.
The genre bores the shit out of me. I think it's totally overdone, personally. So that's a personal bias that I have before I even walk into this show. Like I just
you
like
chose that word on purpose. Walking Dead. That's what ruined it all.
Heyo.
It did. And I just
that shit's still going.
Thematically, I don't see a difference at all in those shows.
No.
At all. It is horrible people doing horrible things during the apocalypse. Yay.
Yes, but you have to understand, Gary, that's the thing about the zombie apocalypse message. It's
The Road is a good book.
The biggest monster is the human being.
I know.
You're gonna get a blow.
That's why I like
ring.
Yeah, give me Zombieland.
Yeah.
Give me Ash versus Evil Dead. Give me some fun. Ash almost dies. A butthole almost kills Ash. That's funny. I will watch that. Okay.
Don't
You'll
watch
get your
Zombieland
blow
2.
to next episode as. At least I think
I do
so.
watch
Anyway.
Zombieland 2.
I was bored with this last one. Fuck.
Wait, you stopping watching it or?
No, I've got to do it because I'm committed with Jane to do it. So it'd be unfair to Jane.
Wow, well, committed to Jane?
Az is finally committed.
Congratulations, you two.
Thank you. We're so happy together. Moving on. No, I mean, I'm 4 episodes in. There's 5 left. I said that I'd review this. I'm going to review this, but I am bored off my fucking tree.
Not your tree?
My tree.
Oh my goodness.
And that stupid, absolutely over-emotional bint they introduced in the last episode, who killed a doctor in the apocalypse. Because she got over-emotional.
Yeah, I mean, that's I don't know much about that character, but yeah.
She's new for the show.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, still, I guess. Right, because she didn't get much time in the episode, but yeah, she.
I know plenty about her.
Well, she killed him because he would have ratted out people to Fedra, right? And then they would have.
No, he wasn't ratting out people to Fedra. He knew somebody. He knew people that were ratting out to Fedra, and he wouldn't give them up.
I'm pretty sure she said your information led to other people. It wasn't. She was looking. Her brother wasn't one of the ones that it led to, but Henry's information did lead to her brother getting killed. That's why she wants him.
Yeah, but he wouldn't give up Henry.
But I think she says that the doctor's information still got people. And remember, he said they had a gun to my head.
Did the zombies killing anybody?
No.
No zombies in this one.
No, there were no zombies in the show this week, Gary.
What?
We had bandits.
Oh.
Evildoers, and Joel shot the fuck out of them.
With lots of middle-aged women with guns and helmets on the front line.
But, I mean, it's post-apocalypse. You get what you can, right?
No, there would be. No, in a post-apocalyptic world, we would revert very quick to primal instincts of hunter-gatherers.
Warlords. It'd be warlords. It'd be
well, with our technology today, of course, it'd be warlords. But I'm just saying,
biggest, strongest person would be in charge.
Mm-hmm. The man with the beard, he would have been in charge of that group.
It would mostly be broken down into races, unfortunately, but that's the way it would be.
Prison rules.
Prison rules. It'd be prison rules.
Women in cages.
I thought you said society would have broken down.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it wouldn't break down. It would be run a little more strictly. We'll just say
a little bit less loosely than it is now.
Yeah,
that's what I need to put a Kappa face up on the screen, so that
you
know.
Prison rules. That's what it'd be. Real quick.
I'm a Shankovich. The Russian prison guard.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's out of the realm possibility. Like some surviving general who's on the army base would just fortify the shit out of that thing and be like, a dictator there. Yeah, absolutely.
Didn't they do a mock zombie apocalypse thing? The army would just there was like too many guns in America that it would never get.
Dude,
it would never spread.
Every time this conversation comes up, I'm like, the most realistic zombie film ever made is Shaun of the Dead.
Yes,
End,
it's all over.
The whole army easily win, and it's like,
yes.
oh, okay.
It's like, over in a couple of days. It's
we are talking about like just dead meat bags walking around slowly with no brains. We win. And animals would feast if they didn't get infected. They would eat the shit out of the zombies. Are you kidding me? Nobody ever brings that up. The carrion animals, all that shit.
You guys seen Train to Busan?
Yes.
I've not seen Train to Busan.
Oh,
you should see it.
You should see it. You remind me of that opening where there's that deer that's been like clearly. It's where it begins, right? Like, and it like gets up and it's just pale eyes and staring. Yeah. It's just like Jesus Christ. Creepy. Gary, what's
you zombify the animals? Okay, that's a little different. If you zombify the animals, if it's all living,
you don't see that very often, really. Because imagine like a zombie bear. I know that this has been done, but somewhere. But still, put that in a high budget thing.
It was done in Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, the polar bear, right?
Mm-hmm. They were all hung up on that.
Yeah, but that's part of the
lame
seasons, Gary.
I know, but there's a great zombie bear in the book. In the book, there's a fucking zombie bear. Yeah, there. Well, it's for one, they're chasing it. The Night's Watch. There's some Night's Watchmen tracking a bear, and they're like, "Man, we can't find this fucking bear. We can't find it." Well, you find out later it's a zombie bear.
Zombie tiger and Army of the Dead. No one likes Army of the Dead. No one. Okay.
Yeah, I how could you tell it was a tiger? Because it was blurry. The whole fucking thing was blurry with the yeah.
You have dogs
TV show spin-off for that. Did anyone watch that?
Army of the Dead?
Yeah, there was a spin-off show about like the people, the guy who helps sort out the heist in the movie. It's like a prequel TV show about him doing heists.
Oh, on Netflix.
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, I could be wrong.
No, I didn't watch the movie.
I didn't even know it existed.
I knew it existed, but I was like,
and I'm supposed to track this stuff. This is my job.
To be fair, Gary, there's like 1,000 things released on Netflix.
God, I know. People are like, "Have you seen this?" I'm like, "What?" I haven't watched a single thing on Apple TV. Like, I don't watch Apple TV. I think I'm gonna watch Severance because everybody's telling me to watch Severance. But
Army of Thieves is what it's called. Okay.
Army of Thieves. Well, shit.
I mean, everyone's talked about it and recommended it. It must be great.
I never heard of it. Must have been well. Did you hear? So Umbrella Academy is still going, but its season was reduced to 6 episodes. So that's exactly what's going to happen to The Witcher. By the way, Witcher season 4 or 5, no matter fucking what happens, if they get a 4 and 5, it will be one season split into 2, just like they did with Doctor Who towards the end when it got canceled. Because we did get confirmation that Doctor Who got canceled and RTD came in and saved it. Somebody was talking about that, but they took the last commission of episodes and they just broke it down into multiple specials and seasons and called it like a 2 seasons or seasons, a season and specials. But it was essentially the last season that we're going to get anyway. So I think that's what's going to happen to Witcher. I think it's fucking done. I think it's done, baby.
Well, they have said that it's going to be difficult to go past season 5 if they get a season 5.
Oh, they're not getting. If they get a season 5, it will be half of season 4. That's what I'm saying. So say they got a 10 episode order. 8 episode order for season 4. We'll have a 4 episode season 4 and a 4 episode season 5, or 5 and 3 or some shit like that.
Well, they're trying to spread the 3rd season out with Cavill, aren't they?
Yes, they are. They're trying
to do that in 2 parts because they know that when Cavill goes,
they're going to have to go weekly on their stuff. They're just going to have to bite the bullet. I don't know why the fuck they're not doing it. Is it pride? Is it fucking pride? You get more minutes watched. People will be subscribed longer.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right that the weekly destroyed the attempt at binge model. It doesn't even. There's no real benefit, really. Ultimately, is there? It just isn't.
No, you can.
I was listening to,
even if it's good, it gets consumed and forgotten about. Like Cobra Kai, and Stranger Things buck the trend, but those are 1 in 100.
Yeah, and still, even with them, they should probably release one per week.
Yes.
Why not? I listened to a debate about it. Like there was like a 2-hour one, and every time it came back to like, I like being able to binge watch stuff, and it's like, but you still can. You just have to wait a little bit longer.
Yeah,
that's all.
Oh my God, that was Jeremy and I's whole argument on Friday Night Tights. It's like nobody can stop. You can still binge. Yeah. It's still there. But when it's released and you have a week to process an episode, it's not just YouTubers talking about, which is great. It's you talking about it with your friends. It's you processing the episode, maybe watching it twice.
Yeah.
And when you binge stuff, listen, everybody gets up in the middle of one of the episodes when somebody's slowly walking up to a fucking door. They'll just like not even pause it and go take a piss and come back or get a drink. They're not watching the whole thing and processing the whole thing the same way. And what you're doing is just burning money. It's stupid. And that's why, Disney and Amazon has moved to weekly. Everybody's moved to weekly because weekly works. Weekly works.
Those water cooler moments.
And the stuff that's still the most watched stuff. I just showed it a couple of days ago that they had the top streaming shows of 2022. You know what wasn't on there? Not a single Disney Star Wars show, not a single Disney Marvel show, no Rings of Power. House of the Dragon wasn't on because it was on linear. But you know what was on there? The Office, CSI. Yeah. Like fucking just old stuff that people like to watch over and over again. But if you went to originals, Rings of Power was there, number 15, below The Boys, proving that Amazon lied the whole year, saying that 100 million people watched it. It was their most watched thing. No, actually, The Boys was their most watched thing.
The thing is, in what universe were Amazon ever going to say, hey, our numbers aren't so great?
No universe. No universe at all.
But you know the thing is, though, when you start lying, people don't believe you.
Yep.
But they used to say, listen, they used to say, hey, this sucks. We're canceling it. That used to happen all the time when you were a business and not a platform that's here to engineer fucking society instead of just entertain it. Hey, could you bring up that Bill Maher thing again one more time? There was something at the end. I wanted
Bill Maher.
Bill Maher.
Bill Maher.
Go to the end. Here, go past when he's talking about
of the video?
Of the video, yeah. So like scroll past, he's talking about the Mumford and Sons banjo player who actually responded to his tweet and said, yes, I did retract an apology. He talks about John Lennon. Keep going.
Well, they're canceling John Lennon now.
No. Okay. Go a little.
I got news for you. It's been dead for 40 years.
Go back like 30 seconds and we'll start there.
With communists, that human was no longer selfish. In America today, that human is no longer born male or female.
Okay.
And obesity is not something that affects health. You can be healthy at any size. Really, we voted on it. A formerly serious magazine last year published with a straight face an article called "Separating Sports by Sex Doesn't Make Sense." Yes, it does. Because again, we haven't reinvented Homo sapiens since Crystal Pepsi came out. I've spent 3 decades on TV mocking Republicans who said climate change was just a theory. And now I got to deal with people who say, you know what else is just a theory? Biology.
Weird how that thing flips.
And
by the way, nobody was saying climate change is just a theory. They're just saying there is climate change. We just don't know what's necessarily causing it. It might be the sun, it might be the earth, because it's been happening long before humans were around.
Maybe it was the dinosaurs. You don't know.
The dinosaurs farted a lot, but then that brought the asteroid. Did the dinosaurs farting bring the asteroid? That's my new theory, by the way.
Yes.
Dinosaur farts brought chicks.
Should not be dismissed out of hand. That's what I think.
Yep.
Somebody said one of the dinosaurs went up to another dinosaur and they said, Jerry, and they said, yeah, Dave, what's up? And he went, I don't think I'm a man. I think I'm a girl. And the other dinosaur went, oh, and it sucked the asteroid from space.
Chicks lube.
Yeah.
And it was over. It was over. And then we got oil.
I think you need to worship my female.
Manual transmissions. Manual transmissions. Because they got the stick shift, you know.
Stick shift.
That's got to be our new code language. Is it automatic or manual? Man, you
gotta
know.
gotta know.
Gotta know what I'm working with.
Yeah.
Hey-o.
Hey-o. Steve Watson for 50 British pounds. Thank you.
Up and running.
Because if I were selling the rights, it would be you did it my way or GTF unless you have a very good reason and double my money. Yeah. That's well. They would have to back up a really big truck of money for me to sell out. I mean, every man's got his price, and I've got kids, so shit.
I got a wife and 5 kids.
I got a wife and 5 kids to feed.
Shit, I'm not even married.
Excuse me, I live on a basic necessities budget, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm living large, man. I've got my 2011 FJ Cruiser with 137,000 miles on it.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, that's right.
Those things are.
I'm an influencer.
My job's an influencer. Why don't you buy some Pfizers? Oh, did you see the Grammy sponsored by Pfizer? I
did.
Died laughing.
I also have a 2003 Honda Element with 250,000 miles and a brand new engine. Influence.
Honda Element. I've never even heard of that.
It's a boxy car.
You ain't living.
That used to be the old Comic Outpost mobile where I go pick up my comics.
I like it.
You could park it in San Francisco. I had to trade in my Dodge Ram 1500 for that, which, well, actually, I got a RSX. You want to hear the story about the RSX? The Acura RSX? Fast car, 6-speed, manual transmission. One day Melissa was walking home to the house and I was driving back from work and she saw me driving by. She's like, she waved and I went by so fast she couldn't see the car because I drive like a maniac. So I was driving like in my neighborhood, like 95 miles an hour or something like that. Not safe.
Scary.
Yeah. I traded that in for the Element.
Naughty boy.
That's why I don't have motorcycles. I'll kill myself. But yeah, I had an RSX for a minute. But when I moved to San Francisco, I had a big Dodge Ram, and it was I was fucking hitting everything. You know, it's a little narrowy there, especially my rear view mirror. Who sees into? Oh wait, this is Nozaku Boy for $50. Who sees into the hearts of men and the undergarments of women, peeping Tom out of the night when the full moon is bright, rides swords, ma'am transsexual. This bold renegade carves an X with their blade. Can Tom sword fight with Zorro, the queer blade?
Hey. I am in danger.
An Aquaman for $45 says the best part about Hogwarts Legacy taking place in the 1800s is that Ryan can finally be the grandest wizard he always destined to be. Hey-oh! All right. Sebulba for £5 Gary, if you like the Grand Tour, and I love it, you will love Clarkson's Farm. They just released the trailer for season 2, best thing on Amazon Prime. Oh, they did? Can we see it? Can we watch it? Let's watch it.
I'll be watching that. I've seen
Find the
season
trailer.
1. It's good shit.
Find the trailer. I haven't watched all of season 1, but I started and I've been doing it slowly because I will miss Jeremy Clarkson if he's gone. He's one of my favorite entertainers on the planet.
Yeah.
I love him. I think he's great.
Yeah. He's funny. He's based. Loves his shit. Loves his cars. What's not to like?
I can play it through, right, without getting copyright struck.
We should probably stop at when I say stop.
Okay. Okay.
Just in case.
Oh my God! You're not frightened of mice. There he goes.
He's actually underneath your wheel. As soon as you move, you're gonna kill him. I'll bury him.
Oh, he's alive!
He's alive!
He was in the tread!
He was in the tread.
Do another bag, you can cope with
Oh, stop right now. I should tell a quick story. So we got squirrels here in Texas, and they're a different brand. They're Texas squirrels. They're a little bit of a different brand. They're aggressive squirrels. I saw one take out a fucking bird because they're getting super territorial. Yeah.
What?
There was a squirrel. Like, me and my son were watching this 2 days ago. There was a squirrel. There's a beautiful orange bird flying around in the tree. And the squirrel was like up on another tree watching him, and his tail was going like this. And he fucking dived at him.
Wow.
Yeah, he did.
Dang.
So we have my wife's planting a bunch of plants, and the squirrels are fucking them up. So we have squirrel traps. And I'm like, I don't know about this, man. I like squirrels are cute. They're adorable. But we have one right now in a trap that's going nuts. It's been there for 2 days. We're waiting for our guy to come and get it. But I am such a pussy. I'm like, don't kill it. Just like take it out in the woods somewhere and just let it go. Just get it out of here.
Just let it look at the alfalfa.
Yeah. I know, base squirrel. I know some guys are just coming to shoot it, but I'm like, just let it go. You know.
When you say take it out to the forest, they get the wrong idea. Take it out there, put two in the back.
Yeah.
He puts him in a little
Look at the head,
He does a Fredo thing from Godfather. He takes him fishing, a little squirrel.
Two in the chest, one in the computer.
Okay, hit play.
If you can't go on, you know what I mean? Yeah, we're better. Yeah.
Oh, definitely gonna be copyright.
Yeah. It might be soft enough.
On.
Yeah, just keep the subtitles on.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Badgers are vicious. Badgers are vicious fucking creatures, man.
The Hufflepuff.
So they just waited basically 2 weeks after he said his shit about Meghan Markle to release the trailer, meaning like Amazon is not too concerned. They're like, we're gonna totally fire you in 5 years.
Yeah, when your contract runs out,
your contract is up.
You're gone, mister, unless we can renegotiate.
Well, I mean, like, didn't they say for season 5 there's basically 5 specials? There's going to be 5. We've already gotten 1, so we're going to get 4 more over the next 2 years.
2 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
so we should be getting one soon. We should
be getting about 100, I think, at least.
I want 100. I want 105. I mean, I go back and watch the old shit like regularly, like all the time. Like,
that Vietnam one was so good in Top Gear Vietnam.
Oh, dude, yeah. No, the Congo one, the source of the Nile. Oh shit, that was so. And that one where he's on the 3-wheel bike, where he keeps on car, where he's like, oh no,
yeah. You're Robin Reliant, yeah.
Oh god, that's funny. But
I
no, that last
because I thought I'd seen them all. And MauLer was just like, have you seen this one? I was like, no.
I love the Grand Tour
Let's watch
stuff.
this together. So we just watched it. We just watching. Oh man, it's so good.
The Grand Tour stuff is really good. I mean, it's Top Gear. It's the same thing, you know.
Well, the thing
It's
is,
just-
like, you
it's
might
so-
be worried, but no, they kept their energy full. It was great.
Oh yeah, it's so well produced, shot, directed, and obviously, you know, you got great writers with Clarkson and Howland and Captain Slow. So you know they are great. They are great writers, and so when they're just exploring and explaining, and then of course you just get the regular banter, and they're just putting gay and shit on each other's cars and cock and
dude.
all this when he turned the martini into Mike.
Yeah. Dude.
And then Martin. Was it Martin? Yeah, turn into Martin.
It was Martin. What was the
like
one with the kill switch? And they kept on taking the kill. Why did you put the kill switch out here? And they kept on putting it on the hood.
Yeah.
And then James had to like buckle up to get in the car and unbuckle to get the fuck out of the car to get the kill switch.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So
Do you remember when one of them wakes up and the others are just like frozen their car?
Yeah. No. When Jeremy froze what's his fucking
Richard
name?
Hammond's
keys
Yeah.
in the fuck and then pisses
Yeah, that too,
in the
yeah.
water.
Oh yeah. Oh.
He's all, have you pissed in here too? And he's all, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the revenge for that is he freezes Jeremy's car.
He freezes
fully.
Jeremy's car, and they're like, so
is he going
to use fire? And they're like, you suppose he'll use fire first? Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, that was good. The last special was great. Captain Slow got fucked up.
Fucked up, yeah.
Yeah, he got fucked up in that crash. That was gnarly.
I think MauLer, we were watching it, weren't we? When James was going down that corridor, and we're just like, oh.
Well, as much as a lot of it's scripted, right? Sometimes you'll see articles like, "Oh, injured in filming, blah blah blah." Like a year, and then a year later, you see the special, like, "Oh, that's what it was. It was real."
Yeah, because like the house catching on fire, going down the ski. I doubt that wasn't script, but it was still funny and
still funny though. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Like you, especially, I think you see Jeremy Clarkson do it first, and he looks stressed out when he completes that. Like he's pulling on the brakes and he's worried he's going to crash too. You can see it in his face, and it's like, oh wow, this is because it's just like, is that acting or is that for real? Then when fucking James May crashes, you're like, oh, it was real.
Yep.
Then Hammond just coming in real.
Hammond goes in real slow. That's what that's probably the only way they would let him do it. To be honest with you.
Well, he's had so many accidents as Hammond.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's a miracle he's alive.
Yeah, he had that bad one. There's a video of him like there's a whole video of him when he was in a coma going up to the tree that he remembers going to in a coma and being called back. You ever seen that video? I think it's on Top Gear. It's him hiking up to this tree that he said he imagined. It's a place where he regularly hikes, right? So while he was in his coma, he was at that tree and he got called back by his wife or something like that. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
Video. Yeah, it's a cool video. You should watch it. Let's watch the rest of this.
You can eat cock.
There's a clip for a video.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Oh, no!
Oh, no!
It's the miracle of life.
It can stay a miracle elsewhere.
It can stay a mystery.
Whoa!
Oh my puppies!
My sausages were.
Your dog's your shit.
Couple of lovely puppies there.
What a twat.
Is that his wife?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
His new wife.
His new wife?
Shut up.
The restaurant's so huge.
Beef menu.
Yes, we have no vegetarian. Nice.
Yeah.
Is shameful. It indicates give me an inch and I'll take a mile attitude.
Shit.
Oh, that's right. He had a bunch of problems. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. Like, I've seen a bunch of controversies about this. I'm interested in this season.
Oh, I can't wait to see it. When's it start? We're gonna watch this together, lads.
Oh, I will if you want to. Yeah,
I will.
Yeah,
I'll have to watch first. I ain't even watched first season, so I'll watch the first season.
We'll watch the first season. Yeah.
With you.
Let's go. I'm down.
Let's do it.
I don't need to make videos. You guys don't mind chat, do you?
Chat, you don't mind if we can watch all of that, right?
We're gonna be busy for a couple of weeks.
When's it start? Did we catch that? The 10th. The 10th. Okay.
10th of February.
10th of February. Oh, it's
Friday.
That's Friday. Well, we can watch it over the weekend. Here's the deal, though. I have to get much. I'm already starting to feel better. I don't know if it's like the coffee, though. Like talking to you guys has healed me. It's healed my soul. My lungs.
It's the healing properties of laughter.
Yeah, we're known to do that. Yeah.
That's good. Then I can go to LA.
I'm something of a Jesus Christ myself.
Okay.
You know,
Well-
Jesus would have played the Hogwarts game.
Yeah.
He would have.
He'd be streaming it.
He would have been Gryffindor. Jesus is
course.
Gryffindor.
No, he'd be
And-
Slytherin. He'd take care of them. He'd be like, these are the underdogs.
No, he'd
They're
forgive
seen
them
evil.
as a Gryffindor.
Maybe he would like the sorting hat would be put on him, and he'd be like, "No, my child, I am all houses.
I will make
Yeah.
you
Oh.
fishers of men.
Bill Sotheby for $10 says, "Did you guys watch Rippa demolish the virginized chaos hater that the other night? You actually hear his brain sizzling and gears grinding when Rippa reversed his logic on him. Yeah, you didn't see me in the chat like roasting the guy.
Did you? I saw the clip on Twitter where he's like, "You're just triggered." Then he's like, "I'm not triggered." Then he's like, "I never said you were
I never
triggered."
said you
Oh,
were
that is a
triggered.
really good impression, MauLer. That is really
Guys,
good
you've never
impression.
seen MauLer and the other guy in the same stream.
How dare you imply that?
Okay.
I think MauLer's got some experience on EFAP
No.
with this guy.
We
Eric
did go
July-
It was hilarious.
Eric, it was like one of Eric's greatest takedowns. It's like it was vintage Eric July. The live stream is still up. I highly recommend you watch it because it builds into a crescendo at the end. And by the time it's over, it is Tyrone is taking care of your kids.
And I will say, for anybody who doesn't know how YouTube's like changed, this could have been like a month or two ago, or whatever. But you go to a channel's videos, that's not where it shows up anymore. It'd be live streams. It's like a
Yeah.
live tab. It can be
Yeah.
confusing nowadays.
But what we learned, thanks to Eric, is what we already knew. They don't give a shit about comics. They don't give a shit about these characters. They pretend to speak for individuals who look or identify a little differently than them as a group and collective, as their white savior, when they don't really know shit about the comics or the movies. Or like that guy trying to challenge Eric on his comic knowledge was laughable, right? Especially when he admitted he's just a moderate comic book fan. All right, so you probably don't know, and which is fine, but you're trying to judge us on stuff you don't know shit about, like shit about shit.
It's on a trigger.
Which you could learn very easily with research. You know, the kind of things Eric does with his videos, the kind of things I do. I mean, like Eric did a great video on it.
Or reading
The
these
follow up,
things.
yeah, reading these things.
These-
He did a great follow up. Like if you're gonna like at any time, especially when you first start here, you're gonna get haters. It's just part of the circle of life here, and it's like there's a lot of ways you can deal with it. I just don't give a shit because I've gone through much worse in life than having some man bun idiot fucking call people out, you know, who just doesn't like my politics. And that's the other thing we learned. It wasn't about the comics. It's not about the movies. It's just that person doesn't like Eric's they actually misperceived Eric's politics, and they misperceived mine too. And they just don't like him, and that's fine. But don't craft it as we're lying to our audience. For one, the audience isn't ours. We are part of it. They're smart. They're smarter than you. They are smarter than you. Organized chaos, much smarter, and they can figure out when people are full of shit. They're very good at that. So you know, that's it. People want authenticity. They want real. They don't want confirmation for their own. They vehemently disagree with my take on House of the Dragon or whatever, but you know, at least they know that I liked it. I genuinely liked it. Didn't think I would. And yes, I genuinely think most American comics from DC and Marvel suck. I generally think most films from woke Hollywood, well, all films from woke Hollywood suck. Although woke Hollywood is now just woke Hollywood.
Yeah.
At this point, and they do suck.
Same entity.
Objectively suck. Now there's some that can be it's varying degrees of suck, and there's some movies that came out that were good, but it's 1 in 20, 1 in 30, maybe. And with comics, it's 1 in 100, and we're not talking about variants. You know, so yeah, Eric steamrolled him. It was pretty funny. But that guy's, you know,
he's a moron.
Yeah, no, I won't say it. Never mind. Yeah, dude, when he asked him if he was you knew exactly what I was talking about. We're like, maybe he's picking on somebody right now. I don't know. It's funny.
I said that to you, MauLer, didn't I?
What now?
I said, is this guy, this OC guy? I said, is he mentally deficient? Yeah. Well, I think I actually said to MauLer, is he on the spectrum?
Yeah, because of course, if he is, you should probably it's like as Eric has put it, like
as Eric put it, be more patient. That's all.
Yeah, but apparently he's not. Apparently that is all genuine things that he has to say and thinks. You never would have thought. Yeah, I mean, we talked about it on EFAP, but get a little gas there.
Careful, as you might get an asteroid towards us.
Hey,
he's so hideously awful at his job that it's like he's like I can totally understand the whole monetize your haters thing. It's like, well, yeah, because it's almost like you would pay him to be that idiotic to you. It's absolutely insane. I can't believe there's people out there like that.
It is, and Eric's right. Eric doesn't instigate this stuff. It's you. I mean, for one, these two. There's another guy. There's two white guys who are just obsessively making videos about him. Calling him a bigot, like it's I mean, I don't know how you get there. I don't want to know how you get there. I don't really care how you get there. That's the beauty of free speech, and that's why it should be allowed, because we find out how fucking stupid people can be, and that's a good thing. But you know, when you get into it, like I would never sue. Ever. They say what the fuck you want. I don't really care what you say about me, and I don't think Eric does either. But when you start calling him a bigot, or they start like they regularly throw out like personal attacks, insults, which again, fucking I consider the source, dude.
Sure, whatever.
There's no damage at all.
Yeah.
And you could say all these things, and Eric is free to handle it, and it's very on brand for Eric to be confrontational about that, and good. We need confrontational people about that stuff. But there'll always be ankle biters. It's part of the circle of life. It's fine. But just as everybody knows, and as they don't know, is the audience has figured them out. If you want an actual fandom, if you want a fandom to be better in your eyes, then show us how that gets done. If you're such the expert in fandom, an actual fandom, show me, not by taking down other people, show parts of fandom that are good. Sell us on the MCU, on Marvel Phase 4. What's good about it? What am I wrong about?
They can't though.
Yeah.
That's why they have to ankle bite.
Do a 6-hour video of fucking Doctor Strange breaking down how good it is.
But these are parasites. These aren't people who can create a well-constructed argument. This is a guy, I mean, the guy in question, this is a guy who forgot he said the word triggered in the space of 2 sentences.
Yeah.
This is a guy who asked the same question of Eric July 3 times in a fucking row. But he answered, and then he asked again, and he answered, and he asked again, and he answered. This, I mean, you know, Eric likes playing with his food. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You do you. I ain't got the time or patience for it. Personally, I'd just be like, just go fuck off. But they aren't creating anything. They're literally being a parasite. They're trying to latch onto people like Eric, who are successful, driven, creative, and it eats them up. This is nothing but envy. This is anger brought on by envy. They wish they could be Eric. They wish they had the drive to be as creative as he was. They wish they could sit down and go, I'm going to create my own fucking universe. And I'm going to create these. And these are the characters I want to bring to the table. They're envious because he actually not only put the ideas on the table, but then put them into practice and used his own money to do that. But these broke ass bitches That's why they try and latch on to people like Eric July, because they want to suck some of that success away from him, which isn't going to happen because they're too fucking dumb. And then, of course, ultimately, they want to do what Eric did, which was put the product out and have people purchase it in their tens of thousands. That Eric brought in $3.5 million overall. And these people, that fucking Rampton, that window licking fucking twat waffle, he's not even a fucking fingernail on a little finger of charisma that Eric has from tip to bottom. And they're all TV. So jealous. It's jealousy and envy. And it's high ego, low self-esteem.
Yep.
They think they can challenge these people, but they just don't have it in them. They don't have anything. They haven't got... Eric July's fucking walking around with an M60, and these people are going around with fucking pea shooters and fucking chewed up paper.
They're just smart enough to know that they're angry about something and just dumb enough to not know what it is.
Yeah. I'm mad. I'm not exactly sure what about,
but I'm mad.
I'm mad at you. Okay.
Yeah. That's it's nothing new.
No, I sense a great future for that guy.
I was laughing at the end was so good. Eric, when he went after Eric personally, Eric went after him personally. It just like it was a knockout. And
I mean, I could play the game, Gary. I could play the game,
sure,
and say that there's maybe some latent racism going on here.
Well, I think no, based on his own logic, he hates black people. Based on his own logic, what is it? Fucking OC, whatever. Based on his own logic,
underdeveloped cunt.
Because he was calling out Eric for blanketly over the tokenization of Marvel characters and complaining about women, which he's pretty much conflating with, I think, other people generally without giving any specifics. So just that alone makes him a sexist and a bigot. Well, you're constantly complaining about this black man making a comic book based on your own logic. You're a racist. But he's not smart enough to know that. Okay.
No, I'm mad at Eric for something. I don't.
He should voice the Muppets, though. That might be his calling.
I don't like young because Eric is young. I mean, Eric, to me, you're young. Believe me,
he's very young.
A young, successful, black male with an original IP that is married to a woman that he loves and a woman that loves him back.
What was the title of his live stream?
Oh, yeah.
What's the title of his live stream?
So, like, beta male tries to take on married Chad Stud or something.
It's so fucking funny. Hang on. Oh, no. Guys, dang it. My keyboard not working now. Why is my keyboard not working?
Yeah, they wish they were 0.25% as successful as Eric will be, or is. No, never mind, will be. He is. I mean, this is never mind the scrotums like that guy. You know, you've got people in the industry, in the mainstream industry, going after Eric, and that again is pure jealousy. Pure jealousy.
I got to get the whole thing. It's so long. Divorced, out of shape, soft, fake Irish man tries to shame athletic man that's married to a dime.
Boom.
Tyrone is taking care of your kids. That's how it goes. Oh shit. I was dying. Such a good live stream. How do I say this name? Misa-son?
I call it
Misa-son for $10. Regarding Exode's recent tweet for metal suggestions, did you tweet Did you go, hey guys, what are your
No.
best metaler songs?
No. So yesterday on D&D, someone was talking about, I think Ricada was talking about Rob Zombie, and I stopped and like asked him, what does a Rob Zombie mean?
Wow.
A bad director with a couple of good songs from the 90s.
Yeah, anyway, so I
you
was
go.
like, oh, I feel shameful for not knowing that. So give me some suggestions. I'll give it a listen. And yeah.
Like White Zombie. He was part of the band White Zombie. They were good. They're fine.
Oh.
He's got a lot of mileage out of
They were good, they were fine.
yeah, I mean, like I rocked out to some of those songs and then I just never thought about them again for a couple of decades. So okay, I recommend the band Tyre, Tyr with a little over the Y. There's an epic Norse folk metal band that blends progressive metal, Norse mythology, and traditional Faroese songs. Is that like some folky Scandinavian shit that I can't say, even though I'm from there? Sorry. Yeah, I'll check it out. That sounds kind of cool.
Thank you.
Big Coffin Hunter for $19.99 says, "Hail BBC, wasn't interested in the game until all this ruckus. Also, OC going after Eric was the cringiest thing I've seen all week. I thought Rags put him in his coffin. Then he went to MauLer. Now Eric, poor dude. I know. By the end, you feel a little sorry for him.
No,
Dude,
you don't.
One of the best ones
don't.
ever from Rags' coverage, where he called Rags racist for saying Reva was a cloud.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
That's a racism.
That's a racism.
Famously known for being like directly connected to black people, I guess.
And he liked to call the openly bisexual man a bigot. Okay.
No other interpretation. Of course, Rags was trying to be a racism. That's what he does.
A racism. Trey Miller for $20. Here's an idea for the DCU. Start with a true detective quality TV show about Batman. Start with year one, build your universe from there. That sounds a great idea. That's a better idea than anything they came up with.
Been saying that for years. If they make a Batman TV show, it should be a detective-based show.
Yeah, I after time has passed and I've seen the total lack of debate over this DCU announcement, I'm like, oh shit, it's worse than I thought. It's actually worse than I thought. Nobody gives a fuck. These movies are in serious trouble unless they are like, you cannot cast Timothy Chalamet as Superman. It needs to be, getting rid of Henry Cavill was fucking stupid. It was so dumb. So dumb, especially when you're gonna have an old Batman. I know, I see your face as this Authority movie. It's gonna go over.
Do you know what the funny thing about the Timothy Chalamet thing was? Every single one of us on our individual streams joked that that's who would be Superman.
Yep.
Every single one of it, independently, we're just like, oh, they'll cast somebody like Timothy Chalamet, because we're so entrenched in the mentality of Marvel and what they're doing. And well, Marvel, you know, I know this is DC, but I'm saying we're so entrenched with the ideology of Marvel that the idea now to cast Superman, because DC's like, hey, Marvel, can I copy your homework, please? Because they were doing that in the comics. Marvel were fucking up the comics left, right, center, and DC would just carry on doing their stuff. And then they just went, can we just copy your formula? How you fucking up your industry? Great, yeah, we're gonna do that ourselves.
Well, DC Comics technically started it. Like SJW Marvel was born in New 52.
If it's any consolation, I think Chalamet said he doesn't want to be in any like superhero Marvel-y type stuff.
Good
money.
I think he's fine in Dune. I think he's fine in the Dune film.
Yeah, he's great in it.
He fits the part, that, you know. But not Superman. And
Superman, man of cotton.
I just don't get like bringing in, like I've always wanted to see a Bat family, but I don't want to see a Superman family. I want to see Superman in his own damn movie.
I want to see the Bat family, Gary, but I want to see a Bat family that's been built
up to. Yeah.
Not a ready-made one.
I want a Batman that's already got his rogues gallery of villains. Alfred is fully established. The Batmobile is on its 3rd version. He's in a Batcave with Robin, but nobody else. Nobody else. Just
Dick
right
Grayson
there.
Robin.
Yeah, Dick Grayson Robin. Just a Batman and Robin. The one thing that was in like the bulk of the comic books that I read prior, jeez. It's like they never know where to fucking start. But Tim Burton had it right. Tim Burton had it fucking right. Flashback origin. We're gonna make Gotham a character, like the Enterprise in Star Trek is a character. Gotham is a character. Like Tim Burton, the guy who didn't know much about comic books, had it right.
Well, certainly good
Apart
enough.
from the killing.
Apart from the killing part. Yeah.
Well, none of them got that right, I guess, right?
No.
No, even the one rule got broken in The Dark Knight Rises and at the end of Dark Knight. The Dark Knight.
Yeah, The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight. So yeah, there hasn't been. I don't think we've had a Batman that hasn't killed, apart from Adam West.
Well, there you go, the true Batman.
Well, did the Batman kill anybody?
Oh well,
besides my interest at the end of the movie.
Yeah, it killed my interest for the last 45 minutes.
It's the whole like when he smashes through the rooftop and all the glass shatters down on civilians. I think at least because they're all in. That's a moment of like, what are you doing, Batman?
Well, then there's like a bunch of guys fell off the thing and into the.
Yeah, he had to kill some of them. Like when he was fighting.
There's the highway thing where it was like, man, how much of this, like the whole if you chase someone into a place and then loads of damage happens, people like,
truck blew up.
That whole thing was insane. You remember that ramp that spawns out of nowhere?
Yeah.
That was useful.
Suddenly a ramp appeared.
I want somebody to ask James Gunn what he thought of Batgirl because he saw it. Saffron, his producer, saw it.
Yeah, well, Saffron said.
He said it, but what did James see? Saffron's going to be there to be bad cop. James Gunn's there to be good cop.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Saffron said, yeah, if we'd released this, it would have hurt all parties involved.
But I promise you, before they were signed on, it was James Gunn who said, nix that fucking thing. It was James Gunn. They were in negotiations before that. They probably made some decisions prior to say, come on, let's be real. I think Jar Jar Abrams had some something to do with a lot of the changes at DC when he signed on, because there were some like last minute knee jerk changes, and it just doesn't look like it's any different than it was before. James Gunn came out and called the previous management fucked up. He used that word.
Yeah,
fucked up.
Apparently, didn't go down too well.
It didn't go down to. I don't care. Good. That I like. Truth, justice, and the American way. I like. Hey, everything else, I'm not really sold at all.
Did Clooney Batman kill anyone?
Did James Gunn cancel Constantine 2? That's probably good, because Akiva Goldsman was going to write that. What did you say, MauLer? I'm sorry.
Did Clooney Batman kill anyone?
I can't remember.
He threw Robin into a tub of ice cream, but I think he survived.
Well, Robin survived.
Robin survived. He grew nipples on his fucking suit, though.
Did Kilmer kill anyone? Two-Face.
Well, that's hotly debated, as we discovered. All of chat were very, very fiery about that.
Well, no, because he knew Two-Face was going to have to get the car. Yeah, that's at least manslaughter.
The way they
death by misadventure.
The way they justify it is as had it's Two-Face that is trying to grab it's his choice that gets him fucked up. Batman's just providing a bunch of coins. That's all he's doing.
I don't think that's going to hold up in a court of law, dude.
I don't know.
Because Robin's pissed that Batman killed him and he didn't get to.
Also, someone just said manslaughter is not murder. The whole point is we don't want Batman killing people.
Yes.
Ending life.
Yes,
come
it
on.
doesn't matter if it's murder
it doesn't
or
say no
manslaughter.
murder. It says no killing.
No killing.
It's not, yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
Hold on, I've just got to get this out again because it's so good.
Look at him go.
Look at those nipples.
Doing your bird, man.
Hans plays for $5.
Man,
when does Az's Tinder sauce facially cream hit the shelves at Boots?
Spring 24.
Marksman of 117B for $9.99. Oh, that's two. Where's part one? Is it above it? Probably.
Love it. Yeah.
Did I read it?
No.
I don't see it above it. How come I don't see it above it?
Huh? Do you want me to read it? I'll read it then.
Yeah, you read it.
Okay, first part. Did you hear how 4chan was working to hack and take control of the spy balloon? The hacker known as 4chan strikes again, their ultimate plan.
That's awesome. I wish they would have. Marksman 117B, $9.99 part 2. They wanted to gather 5 of them and write one letter on each and spell a certain N-word. Then the media would have a meltdown and call the 5 fall into alignment over George Floyd Memorial. Praise 4chan.
Wow.
That is ambitious. Didn't the George Floyd Memorial get struck by lightning? Or am I thinking of another one?
I don't know. I mean, if it did,
one of the paintings or something, one of the graffiti art ones got struck by lightning, right?
It just sounds like a B movie premise.
It did.
It? Isn't that one of the Friday the 13th opens with him getting struck by lightning and he comes back to life because all the police did whatever. I don't fucking remember those movies anymore.
I don't either, but dude, when I watched those, it was when they came out. So
wait a minute, how old are you?
10. Nicholas Cruiser for $10. Frickin' Orientals and their tea problems. Orientals.
Wow, that's my line.
Analog Mind for $10. I think Picard season 3 is a small victory for us, and that they have to recognize this community as holding legitimate and influence opinions with the official reaching out to Dave Cullen. Yeah, I think that's one of the takeaways. Again, haven't seen it, don't know. But if it indeed turns out as Dave, and I trust Dave Cullen, I like that Ginge. That's a good dude right there.
Ginge.
I might have played a little part in that stuff getting in, at least them being able to contact him, because he made the video and then I shot it to somebody. But but what Robert has said and Dave has said, if they did make a good season of Star Trek, right? I mean, you could see that as a win, as somebody listening, as somebody coming in. We do know that Alex Kurtzman's name's on it. And that's going to taint anything, but he's not involved in any way, shape, or form. He was working on The Man Who Fell to Earth. But that still might not be enough. The fact that Alex Kurtzman's name is on it is going to keep people away. And you can't blame them. You can't. I don't. But if it's good, you could see it as a victory. Especially if they go right back to making shit. Like Akiva Goldsman's still going to be working on Strange New Worlds. So that's going to suck. That guy cannot write Star Trek. Kurtzman's still going to come back and produce that. So if they have this one good thing that was pretty much made out of their hands, if it's good, that will stand as a testament of how shitty it's been that we've been saying all along. And there's other things that will come to light later. I'll just say that are, I mean, it's not going to change your opinion. It's just funny. It's just fucking funny. Okay.
You see Robert's latest stream? Or?
No.
Very interesting.
Was it last night? I fell asleep early last night.
Well, I saw it this morning. So that when he was responding to Doomcock's statement.
Oh, I don't know what it was.
Took it as a direct go at him. So, he went into the whole Star Trek thing.
Okay.
Very interesting.
We're going to have their different opinions on this subject, and that is fine. I don't have a problem with that.
With how Robert talks about season 3 of Picard, I'm tempted to check it out.
I'm going to check it out, and I am checking it out because of Robert's. I can't say too much. I know a little thing or two.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Rob and I have spoken about this show in as much as he's tried to tell me to have a little faith with this one, leave me, have a bit of faith with this one. So, you know, I love Robert's pieces, and I'm gonna give it a stab based off his recommendation. So I'm going off Rob's recommendation.
Give it a bash.
No, we try to give everything. Like House of the Dragon.
Yeah, we tried
again.
Velma, guys. Okay, gave Velma a shot.
I tried with Velma. I gave up with Velma, but I tried. I have no idea how Disprue got through that.
Yeah. I mean, like when I talked to MauLer, I'm like, hey, let's watch House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
Come watch it with me, buddy. And we'll probably be out after the second episode. It'll probably suck. And we're like,
that's what we yeah, I thought that was gonna happen, but here we are.
Here we are.
Also, I did see a super chat that came in directed at me that's probably not gonna be able to be gotten to before the end of the stream, or at least before I have to go. So it said, recommend any gay love stories. Yes, 2 actually. Haunting of Bly Manor and Arcane. Both of them. So
that was Dan Can Iden Ho for $5.
Oh yeah. So weird. I'm sure they meant that genuinely. I think everyone hunts for gay love stories these days, you know. So,
they're everywhere.
Not Buffy? Oh damn, you know what? Yeah, throw that in too, but that's not new.
Buffy's
That's not new.
Not new, yeah.
Well, you didn't ask for new. Just
what? Yeah, yeah. You mean like gay love stories aren't new?
This might shock you, Gary, but
what?
No, they are not.
Gary, how could you?
My goodness.
Fucking Surge in Beverly Hills Cop is just cute. Button shirt up. Not sexy, it's animal.
That's so good. Analog Mind for $5. We're gonna wrap up here because
Gary's getting delirious.
I'm getting delirious, and I need to get better so I can go shill for fucking Star Trek.
I'm bought and paid for.
You know
now.
what? I will have like if it sucks, it will be like fuck this gift bag and fuck this show. I almost want to do that, but I gotta be honest.
If you don't leave there without a gift bag, Gary, I'm gonna be disappointed.
I don't want a gift bag. I'm getting my ass.
I want a picture of you like this.
Get on a fucking plane and that I'm flying. That I'm paying for. Not that I'm not flying. I'm flying.
Say what?
Gary, move away.
Gary, stop.
From the cockpit, Gary.
There's going to be an
away.
article about a man who tried to take over.
Crazy
Nerd
Texan
decides
crashes
to try and
plane.
hijack airplane.
It's 9:12.
Who
Going
used to own
get
a
on
comic shop.
fucking plane, or I reserve the right to drive to last minute because I'm going to I'm going to Southern California twice this month, so we're going at the end of the month too. So one
you
is going
can't
to be a
can't
drive.
wait to get back to California. You can't. Oh,
My mom lives there, dude.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy
79
birthday
years
to your
old
mom.
today.
She looks beautiful, by the way. I saw that
Thank
picture.
Hmm.
As his mom.
79 today.
Happy birthday. So I've got to go see my mom, and then Chrissy's going to be playing live. So we're going to go to that. But then I was invited to this. I was like, I'll go. Get to hang out with Chris, Robert, the Popcast guys, Polly.
Take some photos, send them to Campia, get mad.
Well, we'll take another picture, and then everybody will get mad at Robert
Everyone.
for taking a picture with us. Poor Robert.
Aw, poor Robert.
Why did you take a picture with those bigots?
Oh, God. Next time it'll be all. We'll be doing, yeah. And you've come a long way from being dismissed as the nobodies yelled at the Perfect Space Wizards for Children film that every 30-something loves. Yes, the space wizards. That's another thing we need to talk about. That's just this huge problem that very few figure out is the political pundits when they want to come in and talk about this stuff. That's fine. You don't have to like it. Nobody's asking like Matt Walsh to change his mind. I think most of it is trolling, by the way, but just to dismiss the cultural importance of a movie and a TV show and how much actual influence they do, and just to say, no, if you just walk away, it'll go away. That is some bullshit. How's that worked out for every other institution that everybody's walked away from? How's that worked out for the public schools? How's that worked out for federal jobs and state jobs, which are almost completely controlled by one party now? How has that worked out? How does walking away worked out? It hasn't. Black pills don't work. Razor Fist is right. They're a suppository. And that's why like Razor Fist remains one of the best political pundits out there, because he understands the cultural impact of gaming, of films, of comic books, of movies. And he'll even once in a while tell you not to hate watch. And I kind of disagree with that. But for the most part, Razor Fist is spot on about a lot of shit. And it's criminal that he's criminally undersubbed for a guy I was watching long before I got into this gig. But, you know, that's the one guy who gets it, in my opinion, like completely, who's going to be in the political sphere. You're seeing other people like dip their toes into it, but they don't really understand. See, Razor Fist understands because he's he's read comic books.
I'm going to say because he's a bigot. I was like,
that's it. Like the rest of us. So the cultural importance can't be undersold about this. So when we see Bill Maher like compare
hedging his bets,
yes, he's hedging his bets because he sees the winds of change a blow and he's like, oh shit,
I want to make sure I fall on the right side of this fence.
Yep. I may be a liberal, but I don't want to be no damn commie. You know, and that's good. That's good. That is a good thing. Woke Hollywood is still failing, and that's a good thing. All right. MauLer, you need to go?
Soon, yeah. I can go for another like 10 minutes-ish.
Can we read some more super chats? Do you mind, guys?
Yeah, do it.
Do it. Man with the gun in his hand on the Streamlabs side for $10. I can't believe it. I bought the Hogwarts game. I was more of a Tolkien and R.E. Howard guy. In D&D, I was more of a sword than sorcery player, but the good reviews changed my mind. I look at the test as, and I think I did it wrong. I'm House Melee Mag there. Melee Mag there. I don't know what that means.
Melee Mag there.
Mag there. That might be in ref. Is that
That's
some
not a
as
house?
lore?
I don't know that.
That's not a house.
It's not a Harry Potter lore.
Yeah.
It's not Castle. X-Ray Girl.
Castle always.
Some stupid punk for $10. Hail all. I hope you're all having a good day. Life just seems to be kicking me in the teeth, and a bunch of people around me are passing away. But you are all great help with getting through it. Thank you. I'm sorry to hear that.
That sucks.
Glad to be of help in some stupid, silly way.
Not alone, dude.
Yep.
Not alone.
Rosie Toes for $4 has given us a coffee super sticker. Yeah, coffee, good. Especially Geek Grind coffee. Geek Grind. Oh shit! I was supposed to
plug
Meta PCs. Plug Meta PCs. You're supposed to remind me, X-Ray Girl.
Thought it was only FNT. I'm sorry.
It's every live stream.
Every live stream.
Channel,
okay.
Yeah. Meta PCs, they rule. Shit. We'll get it figured out eventually. Okay. They sent me a freaking computer. I haven't even hooked it up yet because I got sick and I've been busy.
Wow.
But I'm gonna video my oldest son putting it together, and I'm gonna say it's me.
It's gonna be a vlog with the vlog music.
I mean, I'll look a little. Well, you won't see his head because I don't put my kid's face on the internet. But even if they're old adults, like my oldest one is. MK Solid 82 for $1.99. When will Az be exposed for wearing V-necks? You wear V-necks?
This is not a V-neck. This is this is a
Sure
hoodie that
is.
comes to a point here.
Sure.
It's not a hoodie, it's a what they call them, snuggie. I don't know.
It's a
And then,
hoodie. That's a hoodie.
Yeah, well, it's got like it's like very specific material. It's really warm. That's why I wear it.
Okay.
And then I've got a T-shirt underneath, which is a round neck. So I think you're spreading malicious lies and rumors.
Why is the V-neck bad?
They're kind of gay.
Name one thing good about them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wear V-necks.
Well, you're a
There's
girl.
no good thing about them.
I'm talking
Oh.
about dudes.
Oh, sorry.
V-neck T-shirts are the man bun of T-shirts.
Wow.
Wow. Poor Garrett.
That is some, whoa. Garrett just getting all kinds of fucking shit here.
Guardian Fortress for $9.99. The sad thing about Hogwarts Legacy is that people are being threatened for buying and making it from the side of crybabies over hurt feelings online. Hope nothing happens to them. Nothing will. I mean, like, we get threatened.
Yeah, like I said, the thing that surprised me the most about that
every stream.
I know.
Videos
all the time.
Obviously, that streamer just never had to experience it. Fans telling her to kill herself, I guess, or maybe you shouldn't say fans at that point.
Yeah, they're not fans that are saying that shit.
They're pieces of shit.
Oh yeah,
Ankle biters.
Well, they're 12-year-olds.
Parasites.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, on one hand, you're like, oh, I feel bad for it, but on the other hand, it's like, don't take them seriously. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Like, don't be on the internet if you're going to take comments seriously. Just don't.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a pretty basic thing to say.
Everything is hyper dramatized on the internet. Everything's
You
the end
don't
of the
know
world.
if somebody's like you can't read nuance, so you don't know if it's tongue in cheek. If it's a 12-year-old, somebody just trying to get it's mostly somebody trying to get a reaction. You just don't worry about it. It's the internet. It's going to do its thing. It's not much we can do about it. DRT is king for $5. The A Song of Ice and Fire miniature war game is dope. And has, I've seen that. It has a lot of book accurate models from Beyond the Wall to Dorn to Karth. Gary would have to paint them. No, see, I can't. If I painted, it would look like a Jackson Pollock figure for one, because I can't see those things. They're too small. So I'd have to get the.
I'm going to send you a video. When I get time, I'm going to send you a video, Gary. I want you to watch the video. It's a short video, but it's hilarious. That's how you would paint.
Okay. See, you might not know this because it's been a while since I've done it, but I illustrate. I know how to draw. But I have to do it now, like at a drawing table with my big magnifying glass light in front of me, just to do the normal shit now.
I know. I feel you. I am.
Yeah. So that's why I haven't done it.
We gotta do what we gotta do.
I have a stack of blank covers, and that was what I was doing for a long time, was just drawing covers.
I gotta go to the opticians, dude. I have been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. I gotta do it.
Yeah.
Boo!
There's nothing they can do for me.
Well, what about Mr. Beast?
Maybe Mr. Beast can do something for me.
Oh. I mean, I could get laser, but
I don't know what I'd do without my glasses, though. I'd feel kind of weird without them.
It's kind
of be brand. Fashion.
You can just knock out the lenses.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be stupid.
Dude, it would be like Gary exposed, not a true nerd.
Not a true nerd.
I want Mr. Beast takes Az to an optician.
It's really straightforward. He doesn't pay for anything. It's all
he just takes you.
He just walks with you.
Just walks in, sits down.
Well, how much was that surgery? Did they talk about it on that? That video was great, by the way. I loved it.
Wasn't it like 10,000 a person? It wasn't like
God. And it's so basic too. Hopefully it becomes cheaper.
What a horrible person he is.
What a fucking Nazi for going out there.
It says here the surgery costs about $3,500 per eye.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So about $7,000 per eye.
What was it? Dick Masterson said if Mr. Beast goes out and blinds 1,000 people, will that make it okay?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the criticisms were it's stupid. And then they had Hassan Hassan nearly had a wake-up moment that he could do more with his money than blow it on fucking expensive cars. I mean, socialist
Do you
cars.
think he means living within his means by his mom making him nuggies and not like a tri-tip steak or
Well, you know what they say? You always live to the means of your income. So if you make, let's just say for argument's sake, you make $1,000 a month, you live to $1,000 a month, but that same person then starts making $10,000 a month.
So they live to
suddenly start to live
$10,000 a
to
month.
yeah, they don't live to $1,000 a month and save 9,000. It starts to push up and up and up towards the income that they bring in. So Hassan's bringing in probably 200 to 300,000 a month on Twitch. When you factor in donations, bits, all that, that's a heck of a lot of money.
A lot of money.
That's a lot of
for
money.
a socialist, for a
socialist.
self-proclaimed socialist.
Capitalism is so great it works for socialists.
Exactly. He is
system alive, ladies and gentlemen.
He is a capitalist pig, and I'm okay with that.
I'm totally okay with it. I'm fine.
I'm
with
totally
it.
okay with
Buy
that.
your Porsches and shit,
but don't lie.
Yeah, the lying part's annoying.
Don't lie. You're a capitalist. You love the benefits of capitalism. You live off the benefits of capitalism. You're not a socialist. You're a grifter and a liar and a fake and a phony. And you faked it till you made it, and you've got connections, and that's got you where you are. But just don't lie. Just be open about it. But you know, trying to tell somebody who's dishonest to be open about stuff, it's not gonna happen.
No. Hey, thanks to you guys. Thanks to the YouTube ad money. Thanks to my co-host. Thanks to you guys. My mom gets to live pretty comfortably.
Same.
Yeah. So thank you.
My mum's oven
Bottom of my heart.
exploded the other day.
What?
Literally exploded. She was she wanted a meal, so she put this ready meal into the oven. Nice ready meal from Marks and Spencer's. People in the UK be like, ooh. So she put this ready meal into the oven. She goes into her little haberdashery room where she's got all her knitting stuff, and she just says she hears this literally. She goes into the front room because it's like the kitchen goes around the front room as well, and the door of the oven is just fucking exploded. There's glass everywhere.
It's a good thing she wasn't in there. Dang.
Yeah, very, very. So, she got a person round. Luckily, she got a friend around, and they brought their son, who's like a plumber, electrician, everything. And he was just like, right, I'm going to take this out, clean it up. Says we need to get another oven. So let's go get you another oven. So she got another oven. She doesn't have a lot of money, my mum. And then he fitted it, so it was there working perfect. So I made sure she had everything covered financially.
Yeah.
Made sure she got that covered, completely covered. So she wasn't out of pocket, and she didn't have to feel bad about, you know, an expense which just wasn't expected.
No, they never are. Nobody's like, I'm gonna go oven shop. Well, maybe they do. I love refrigerators, but
I love
no, my mom lots of medical problems, as you guys know, like health problems. I have two moms. So one's fully independent, lives in New Mexico. That's the one who gave birth to me. She has her own house. She's doing great. And then my other one who raised me is it's got faulty health. It's got lots, just burned through a lot of money with medical expenses and stuff. So thanks to like YouTube and over the last 3 years and you guys and the ad money and everything else, we were able to put her into a nice place where she's taken care of, where she's really taken care of. So thanks everybody. I appreciate that. And she does too. Although she has no idea what I do, what the YouTube thing, she calls it the radio show. Are you doing your radio show? Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm doing my radio show.
Cute.
Yeah.
To be honest, Gary, we don't even know what we're doing.
I have no idea. No idea. Razor Burn for $5 as new Lord of the Rings Lego set out in March. Rivendell,
Yeah.
6,000 pieces on the Lego site now.
10,500 pieces.
Shut the front door. That's a lot of pieces.
That's a lot of pieces.
The front door should be shut anyway.
10,500.
Did you buy it
pieces.
already? How much is it?
It's in the UK about £430.
It's like 500 over here. 600 in
430,
Canadian money.
But you can't. I can pre-order it on the 8th of March, so a month from now.
Oh.
Oh, when I say pre-order it, I can buy it.
Oh.
But as part of, I'm a VIP Lego. That's not a big thing. Anyone can do that. And you get early access to buying it. So I'll be able to purchase it on the 8th of March. And it is the exact number is. It's 6,000. It's item number 10,316. 6,167 pieces.
Ooh, okay.
That is still a lot. That is a heck of a lot. It looks beautiful. It absolutely looks beautiful.
I was just thinking about like all the Legos I have in boxes that are right behind me in Comics Division's room behind that door that I haven't looked at in 10 years. There is so much. When I finally finish this room, which I've done, but you guys are going to get a tour soon. There's like stuff I haven't laid eyes on in a decade. I'm like, wow, I still have this. This means you have too much shit. Time to get rid of some
not
stuff.
Enough shit.
Not enough. But I had to get creative. Like I have 2 TARDIS console sets, which Doctor Who toys back in the mid 2000s, the best toys ever made, period. Perfect size action figures, 5 inches. Their paints and their sculpts were gorgeous, like absolutely perfectly well done. And their play sets were rad. The David Tennant console set is,
I've got that,
this big. It lights up. It has like 10, 20 something, 30 something different noises. You could put it just on it again. You can fire it up and the console starts moving. It's got ambient sound. It's fucking great. It is absolutely great. And it's sitting on top of my comic rack because I have no other shelf space to put it. And the other one, the Matt Smith one, which you could tell they started getting a little cheaper because it's not electronic or anything, but it's still cool, is on top of my coat rack. So it's got a hole in the middle. So you have to just see it. It's ridiculous.
That
it's
Gary
fucking
just
ridiculous.
Announced he made official that 5 inches is indeed perfect.
It's perfect for an action figure.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, wait. Now then, let's not
for
get
a plastic action figure. For a plastic action figure.
Right. Okay. But let's just say we move that and something else.
What else? Are we getting
know
a
what you're
Jack
talking
Murphy
about.
area here? You better ask Jack Murphy about that stuff. Okay. I don't know anything about it. All I know is like
What is that?
For Clippers.
Oh, I thought it was like an alarm.
Don't judge me by your own standards, okay?
Well, what are the standards we judge people by? You got
Toys.
philosophy mode on us now.
Toys.
Toys. Buy my
Toy
toys.
standards.
Judo Cricket for $10. The Hogwarts founders figured out how all kids fall into 4 categories: brave, smart, evil, and miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous.
Oh, that's so good. That is so good. Did you see
Brave,
Angry
smart,
Joe
and evil.
belittling you people? Was he belittling us? How is he belittling me? Or, I mean, I belittling as, I can see that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's the great thing about Joe. I defended him when he couldn't speak out about something. And then he thanked me for it. And then decided that I had the wrong politics for him.
Oh, no.
So just kept coming into my DMs whinging about
Trump.
Oh my
and
God, I
shit.
can't believe you posted this about this. Oh my God, man, I thought you were like one of the good guys. Oh my God, I can't believe you did this, man.
Is Joe in LA? Is that where he
Dallas.
broadcasts from? He's in Dallas? He's a Texan?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Delays.
He's in Dallas, huh?
Either Dallas or Austin.
Austin would make a lot of sense.
If he's
Dallas is bad too. Sorry,
yeah.
Dallas. Sorry, people in Dallas. It's fucking woke in Dallas too.
It is Austin. Okay, it is Austin. Okay.
Yeah,
So
Austin.
yeah, it's the worst.
They should put a
one.
wall around Austin, except for Alex Jones. Nakil Christian, did you guys see? Okay, I got that one. Thank you. That's for 40 Indian pesos. Enoctamon for $30 on the Streamlabs side. Remember, Gary, when you play Hogwarts Legacy, you're playing a 19th century Englishman. You can't call yourself Gary. You have to call yourself either Gerald, or Gareth. Gareth.
Yeah.
Gareth. If you live stream the game, I expect mutton chops. Oh, absolutely. I had mutton chops forever. It just grew into a beard. Gareth. That's not where my name actually comes from, though.
Just call yourself Gary.
Yeah, Gary is a person who carries. It's the definition is it's a person who carries a spear or something like that.
Dude, I've always loved your spear. I figured that was connected in some way. No, the stabby thing.
Oh, okay.
What?
You're not helping, MauLer.
Oh my
the
God.
long stabby thing that you're really proud of.
What?
I don't see how there could be any confusion here.
I'm utterly confused.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be.
Always take real good care of it.
Vetress. I'm always polishing my spear. You know?
Oh my God.
Oh, you and Shad, I'm sure, together.
Yeah, you don't want a dirty spear. You know, gets a little fungal and.
No, you don't want a feisty spear, man.
No.
That's not a nooner. I didn't expect this.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah, I like it like that. Ooh. I've got a knock at the door in a minute.
You do?
Yeah.
Answer it like that.
Yeah.
I like it like that. Amazon Prime.
Hey,
well, I've actually ordered
guys?
something in
What's up,
because I
MauLer?
want to get Hogwartsing at.
You guys want to know why Hassan isn't going to stream the Hogwarts Legacy game?
Oh, why?
He's virtuous and better
He
than
said-
everyone.
He said it's not worth it to get bullied endlessly.
Oh.
That's
What
not
a-
going to stop.
Pussy.
But, yeah, that's bitch made.
What a
just
giant
think-
pussy.
I don't want people to hurt my fifis.
But I'm confused. I thought it was his own team.
Yeah.
Well, as we've kind of established today, it's a little bit of a hypocrite and a little bit of a grifter and a little bit of a bullshitter. So,
And I think and
not
Hogwarts
really
Legacy
his
is-
team at the end of the day.
Hogwarts Legacy is like tossing in like a piece of meat to a whole fish tank of piranhas, and now that they're all eating everything, it's all over the place. There's just flesh everywhere.
Yes. I'm gonna.
Well, I think
love
that's
it.
really interesting. The fact that he's admitting it's like I don't want to have to deal with everybody being mean to me. Like,
Lord Baratheon for 1999 asked Gary, who was your favorite Kang variant? Kang Prime, Immortus, Ramatut, Iron Lad, or something like the Scarlet Centurion? Also, do you think we'll ever get the Council of Kangs? Yes. Actually, Kevin Feige actually let it slip that Kang's going to probably be in damn near at some point every Marvel movie from here on out. Like he's going to be in other movies. Iron Lad is my favorite Kang variant from Young Avengers, because I thought that was a good book. Damn good book. Otherwise, I like Kang Prime. Ramatut's not bad either. That's a little Fantastic Four love right there. Jeff Scott for $20. Hey, as Andy Kaufman belongs in the Wrestling Hall of Fame. He was Kafab before Kanab was cool. What'd you think? Is Az gone? Did he go get his dart?
I think
Az says you're right. Post Dawn for 1999. Az mom, new oven fund. I'll pass that on to her. I will pass that on to Az to give it to her. You have my promise there. Az will have to remind me, but you have my promise there. Dave, RIP Sky for 10 British pounds. I lost my best friend yesterday. I got her 9 years ago today. I want everyone to know that Sky, and her name is Sky, Skye, was a good girl. To anyone who has a dog, pet that doggo, because time goes by so fast. RIP Sky. RIP doggo.
RIP doggo.
RIP. I got one that's on her way out. So we're like, she gets to eat like whatever the hell she wants, and she's a good doggo. She doesn't have long though. She got a bunch of cancer. The Salt Merchant for $9.99. If I ever stream, I might just buy the Hogwarts to filter out all the weirdos that care about social credit. I had almost zero interest in it till this noise happened. Congrats, you played yourself. Hi, MauLer.
Hello. I'm still looking at that thread, and so many people are like, this is like a challenge mode thing now to stream the game. It's like, I'll take on a horde. Let's see. Let's do it. Like, it's a known thing. Some people say this is dystopic as fuck, that the chat's emojis will define whether or not you can play a game.
Yeah, like, for one, do we have definitive word from somebody we trust? Is it a good game?
I'm waiting to find out. As you're my hero,
I'm
okay?
gonna start streaming in 26 minutes from now.
Like, that's all I need to know, because I don't give a shit about all this. I pre-ordered it because I'm a Harry Potter fan. Because I'm a fucking Harry Potter fan. That's why I pre-ordered it.
Well, this is it. I don't know Harry Potter, so I got no dog in this fight. I'm going to tell you if it's good or not. That's what I'm going to do.
The boycott failing, like J.K. Rowling has been doing this shit for a long time. I went to the Harry Potter part of Universal Studios in L.A. right around when it first opened. It was fucking packed. It was before that shit. I went recently during the Orlando meetup in October with all of our good friends from Geeks and Gamers and Garrett and everybody and X-Ray Girl, and it was fucking packed. There is a ride. There's the Hagrid ride where they don't use fast passes. Like, you get a fast pass for everything, but I think 2 rides. One's the Velociraptor ride, which will freak your shit. That is seriously the best roller coaster I've ever been on. Yeah, you will piss yourself on it though. And the Hagrid ride, the Hagrid ride that has a 4-hour wait on average, a 4 fucking hour wait with no fast pass, but she's totally canceled. Like, you can't get in anything in that Wizarding World part. The restaurants are packed. Everything's packed. There's butterbeer. There's fucking people that like Ollivanders was fucking packed. Everything was packed.
All right, as you're bursting, go on. What's happening?
Melanie Mack has called her character "I'm a bigot."
Well,
very explanatory.
Apparently, that
excellent.
That clip from Hassan, by the way, he goes on to say the only reason all these lefties are doing this is because they feel powerless online, and so that's what they do. They use their lack of power to just whine. It's like, well, but they do have power if it made you not play the game.
Yeah, you just gave them power.
That's how that works.
That's, that's how the whole thing works.
Idiot.
I never understand his brain. It's a weird.
He's a tampon, a used fucking tampon.
Well, it gets better because he said he was gonna stream the game, but now he's not going to because he's too afraid of what's gonna happen next if he does. But they have no power, don't you worry. Apparently,
oh my fucking God, Twitch needs to just. I can't. Amazon. I hope it shut it down. Amazon's just gonna go. Why do we have this?
I'm just curious about the conclusion in a year from now when that game's made like $1 billion, and they're all just gonna be like, well, that worked out.
Well, the left. Boycott the game because the woman we agree 99.9% of the time with doesn't think that men with penises are women. However, it's liberating for fucking whores on Twitch to be fucking deep throating microphones and fucking doing all kind of sexy shit. That's fine. That's wholesome family fun for all, not the little wizarding children school.
That game's gonna get a sequel. Or it'll be a live service game. We'll just keep going forever. Who knows?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna have to head out, but as you'll have to report back on next week.
Report back as.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, thanks all for.
Check out Ryan and check out Melanie Mack as well. MauLer.
That seems to be the thing for the flavor of the week. Everyone's gonna be watching some Hogwarts.
An X-ray girl. An X-ray girl as well.
Yeah, I'll be playing this weekend somewhere.
Well, like I said, I genuinely don't care about it, so I'm not going to be streaming it. But I mean, you got plenty of people around who will. I wonder if Drink is going to stream it. I don't know. Either way, that's where I'll be next. You'll find me on Open Bar. I don't know if any of you folks are popping in this week. Who knows? I have no idea. But other than that, then you'll get. We're still releasing the EFAT Mini TVs for The Last of Us, which they're doing another episode this Friday. I've heard instead of Sunday because of the Super Bowl.
Oh, they're doing it Friday. Really?
Yeah, that's what I've heard. They can't be competing with Super Bowl, or at least nobody wants to, which makes sense, I guess.
I know there's no MILF Manor for 2 weeks because of the Super Bowl.
I guess, yeah, you either go off for a week or you release earlier.
Or you, earlier, and then afterwards you're fine. That's why there was no Ant-Man this weekend. That's why it's next weekend. That's why Picard waited till afterwards.
Because I wonder if they don't want to delay it all because they'll end up crossing over with Mando. I don't know how much that makes any.
Oh, Mando!
difference.
Yeah, when's Mando? That's pretty soon too, right?
March 1st, Mando season 3. Everyone excited?
Yeah. No.
Come on, guys! Yeah, woo!
But you know what? If you want to go back and watch it, that's okay.
It is okay.
Star Wars is still dead. Doesn't change that Star Wars is dead. But yeah, some people like it. We'll see if other people review it. Gene is out.
Yeah.
Personally, I'll probably review Picard. I can't do them both. We'll see. Maybe I will.
I'll take care of Mando. I'll let you know. Don't worry. Anyway, see you, folks. Been a pleasure, and have a good one. For however long you end up doing whatever. Toodle pip, cheerio.
Toodle pip. We're gonna do a couple more and get out. Sir Reefer for $20. Hassan is scared of the DDoS like everyone else. What's the DDoS?
Direct service attack, basically.
What does that mean?
It means that they cram up your line, your internet. They cram up your line because it's getting too many requests at once. It fucks up your stream. Your stream falls apart, basically.
Oh, okay. And when you stream for a living, that can be bad. All right, I've heard that before. Okay, I get it. Wouldn't they stop after a while, though? I mean,
yeah, but it takes they can attack for a while.
Can't he afford his own servers?
Yes,
$300,000 a month. I would. That's what I like. It's kind of important for work. You know what I mean? Dude, that's what dictated me not moving to the middle of nowhere, because that's what we were trying to do, is move to the middle of nowhere. But there was the internet connections were shit. I'm like, it's too important. I'll move to the middle of the nowhere later when they have the technology, but I need to go somewhere where they have fiber optic, and it's rad. MauLer, can you sing Sugan for us? Stay cool. Oh shit. That reminds me. MauLer's going to record the opening for Forbidden Frontier. We got to get him that. I'm sorry he left before that. Ethereal Menace for $10. Do y'all think about Tim Pool putting on the tinfoil beanie last night and calling his pro Eliza Blue PR firm? LOL. My goodness, Triggered Tim is funny. Yeah, I mean, like, he's frustrated, and part of me sympathizes as somebody who's got people, a crew, right? But I let them do their own thing. Like, X-Ray Girl can do her own thing. Garrett can do his own thing. Even if it's connected to the channel, I give them free reign. But I don't always control that. That doesn't mean it's a absolute endorsement, but you still have to take responsibility because it's your thing. It's your thing. So the biggest issue I have with that is he's not wrong about bringing attention to Eliza, but I mean, how did that work out for Jack? Say Jack Murphy hired a PR firm. How did that work out for him? He got famous for a minute and then humiliated. Absolutely humiliated.
Yeah, but Tim Pool last night, dude, he said himself, I get, hundreds of thousands of people watching the stream. I get millions of views through the videos and the shorts that we put out of the content.
I need to ask him, by the way, I need to ask him how he looks at fucking analytics for Spotify and iTunes, because I can't find those fucking things, man.
Well, then he said, I've had Eliza on the show twice, and then said, I think somebody's trying to make her famous.
No, and then I put in the comment. And
you've just said that you have a reach of millions of people, and you've had her on this show twice, and you're going, I think somebody's trying to make her famous.
And then I put it in this is the one comment. I'm like, wait, aren't you writing currently a multi-part story of her on your site? Mm-hmm. Some guys all, calm down, weirdo. It's like, okay, I am a weirdo, but I'm not wrong. Yeah. I'm not wrong. So that's what I'm like, Okay.
It was embarrassing, dude. It was fucking embarrassing.
I think it's just that's, dude, the man knows how to game. The man knows how to game.
Knows how to grift.
Yeah. So, and I got respect for that. He does. But he knows how to game this. I don't think he likes the drama. And I mean, again, I have no control over guests we have on Friday Night Tights. I have no control, as I've said many times. Anybody who's a co-host is free to use it like it's their channel, so they can say whatever they want. Sometimes that's going to get some blowback on me. So be it. It makes it more entertaining. You deal with shit as it comes as best as you can. I get that part. I do. But when, again, Jeremy explained it best in his video. You just go, we had a guest on. We have no power over that. But upon further information, we heard some people were getting silenced and canceled off Twitter. Please send us that information and we'll talk about it further. In the meantime, free Brittany Venti, free Yellow Flash, free the quartering. We don't want anybody censored. And if you disagree with Eliza Blue or anybody else, carry on that disagreement on Twitter, not being blocked, and just, use the truth and facts. And whatever happens after that. I think it's pretty easy. And like, there's zero blowback. So I think there might be a little 4D chess going on too. But there's just been a lot of drama in that sphere right now. I don't think it's good. I think it's good because I think what Ian made a statement to Jeremy from the quartering that some people in his chat took it as a stay in your lane. I don't at all. I think what Ian said, I agree with. I like Ian. Ian was really nice when I met him. So was Tim. But Ian said, hey, basically, I'm going to paraphrase, keep your eye on the big picture. And that's what we always have to do. Always have to do is keep your eye on the big picture. Keep your eye on the prize. Don't get caught up in this minutia shit. Now with Brittany, particularly, you can completely understand why she is upset. She's losing money on something that she worked hard for on her Twitter account that was taken down for nefarious reasons. It should not be down. And if it goes back up, then whatever, they're going to work it out. I barely knew who Eliza Blue was. I was never going to talk to her. She would never be on this show. I knew vaguely that she was fighting trafficking, and that's good. Fight trafficking. That's good. But if you're re-victimizing people who are already victims, that's pretty fucked up. It is. So I hope that gets cleared up. I think it's kind of has been, and it ain't good. Nerds Gold for $10. It's hilarious that a certain community, forced edit by YouTube, tried to boycott a game when you can build a fully male character and then identify as a female. Yes. Yeah. I mean, the game's gonna, it's not about, and they're going to play the game. They're a bunch
That's
of them.
That's not the point.
No,
point
right.
is that J.K. Rowling bows down to their demands of a man with a penis is a woman. That's the point. Not what the game does.
Did you see the video of Bill Maher earlier talking about the cultural revolution in China? That's what they want. They want her struggle session. They want her to be a dunce. And if she gets destroyed, good, all the better. That they don't want anything other than destruction. And this is all like, this is how Chairman Mao was able to get to so many people and manipulate, because there were so many people struggling in his country, and there were so many people who felt like shit. He was able to capitalize on that to put himself in power, by the way, and become, an authoritarian dictator. And we have a huge problem with insecurity. And as pointed out, like a massive ego and you're insecure. It's a bad combination. It's a bad combination. And that has a lot to do with our schools, our culture right now. What was that lady saying in the car? She said, maybe we should just beat you once in a while. Yeah, bullying is good.
Bullying's good. Yeah. Who else has been saying that for a while?
Wow. Wasn't speaking of Tim Pool, weren't we doing a show I was at the hotel room before the Tim Pool show, and that's exactly what we talked about. We got a bunch of heat for it. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, I remember.
Yeah, we need to bring back some fucking humiliation.
Yep, shame and humiliation, like we all had to go through. Road Warrior 699. Have you seen the Lego Rivendell that was revealed today? It was gorgeous.
Yeah.
We have seen it.
Oh yeah.
Should have made the character Dr. Girlfriend, says Red Lightning 0001 for £1.79. If somebody hasn't done that already, I will. All right, we're gonna wrap it up there. What are you doing right after this?
I am
eating.
Eating.
He's already eating right now. Oh my god.
Because I have not eaten anything today at all.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Yeah.
I will be streaming Hogwarts Legacy right now on my channel, HeelvsBabyface. Stream set up, ready to go. I'll be starting in 10 minutes. I don't give a shit that people don't want people to play this game. They can fuck off. I want to have some fun with you guys and gals. So come along, watch me stick my wand in somebody's Patronus.
Protect the Chow Chow from his wand, please.
That Chow Chow might just become a kebab. You know, I'm just saying.
Gosh, I thought it was supposed to be me that was doing that to the dog.
Well, you're welcome to come along.
Wow. What are you up to, X-Ray Girl, besides doing terrible things to dogs?
Guess what? I'm going to be on my channel playing Harry Potter as well. But I'm going to take 25 minutes because I'm hungry and I got to make my actual food. So, yeah. And, flagranttriggers.com, my shirt there for the month of February. If you agree with Zachary Levi's views on Pfizer, hardcore agree. You can help people who have been affected with thyroid cancer. His dad passed away from it. So all my proceeds are going to go towards that.
Awesome.
That's it. Thank you, Gary.
Thank you. Thanks, MauLer. He's going to go not play Harry Potter, and I'm not playing Harry Potter tonight. Well, at least I'm not going to stream it that I know of, because I just got to get better. I got to get better so I can make a video, so I can maybe go to LA and come back and make another video. But the life of a YouTuber, this is why I do not, if I make plans, I do not book flights until the last minute or make a decision until the last minute, because you just never know what's going to come down the road. But yeah, hopefully I get to see it. Hopefully I get over there, but I don't feel like getting in the car right now. Excuse me. So thanks everyone for being here. Thanks to the Nerdrotics for doing a great job. Thanks to everyone who left a super chat and a donation. You help keep the lights on around here. We will be back next week on Az's channel. This Friday on Friday Night Tights, we've got Amla from Unapologetic and PragerU, followed by Brittany Venti. Brittany Venti.
Gonna be a killer episode.
Gonna be a fun episode. I'll tell you that. So yeah, go over and watch Az. Stumble around Hogwarts. That'll be pretty funny. Trying to figure out Harry Potter lore.
Fucking amazing, man.
Yeah, right. So, thanks everyone. Have a wonderful day.
Bye everyone.
Ciao, Bella.
Bye.